Thank you gift from Nuga Radio's community partners. If there's a first responder you'd like us to honor, go to NugaRadio.com and submit your nomination. First Responder Friday, sponsored by Doug Yates Towing and Recovery, the Mad Philly Sandwich Shop, Newark Pizza Department, and Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
If an uncertain economy and runaway stock market is making you think twice about how and where to invest, you may need some professional help. Talk to a local husband and wife team who have seen it all. Ron and Christy Adams with One Family Financial. The Adams have helped clients navigate through bull markets, bear markets, recessions, bubbles, and booms. And they have the experience to put your assets to work for you while minimizing risk. Find out how Ron and Christy can keep you on track for a long, happy, worry-free retirement. 423-710-2009 or go to onefamilyfinancial.com.
Nuga Radio, digital FM 95.3 HD4 and 92.7 FM knows your opinion is important. So call 800-8949. Agree or disagree. Call 423-800-8949. 800-8949. Nuga Radio, 92.7 FM and 95.3 HD4. News Talk Nuga Radio.
Your home is a constant work in progress. Repaint the walls? Yeah, easy enough. Leaky faucet? There's a video for that. But roof repair? You might want some help. That's where Chattanooga Roofing Contractors come in. They have 3 generations of roofing excellence you can count on. Leave the ladder in the garage. Go to chatroofing.com. That's chatroofing.com for Chattanooga Roofing Contractors, a roofing company you can trust.
92.7 Nuga Radio.
We're going to help Bill Barr, the soon-to-be new Attorney General, out. We'll be telling him who should be investigated and why and what crimes need to be investigated. We'll get to that. Also, Dan Bongino and Pam Bondi and Joe Concha, all coming up tonight. Hannity, 9 Eastern on the Fox News Channel. See you then. Back here tomorrow.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare contracts, and in the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare contract, you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit, 800-691-9999. That's 800-691-9999. 800-691-9999.
The Tennessee Valley's News Talk Leader. News Talk Leader. Nuga Radio, 92.7 FM.
Nuga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Here and cool weather continues out there through your evening hours. Overnight tonight, getting cold. Frosty by morning lows, upper 20s to near 30. For Wednesday, a nice day shaping up with some sunshine. A little milder highs, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers returning Thursday. Much colder weather is on the way, but Dodge City Ski Shop will keep you and your family toasty warm with long underwear, wool socks, and Columbia jackets in all shapes and sizes. That's Dodge City, East Brainerd Road, Chattanooga. And I'm Storm Team 12, Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Nuga Radio 92.7. Nuga Radio.
Are you brain dead? Still voting for pathetic liberals? Take 3 hours of Sean Hannity from 3 to 6.
Nuga Radio.
Then call us in the morning between 9 and 11.
92.7.
Nuga Radio.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Pam Coulter. William Barr says he will be an independent attorney general if confirmed by the Senate.
I am not going to do anything that I think is wrong, and I will not be bullied into doing anything I think is wrong by anybody, whether it be editorial boards or Congress or the president. I'm going to do what I think is right.
But it's not clear how much of the Mueller report on possible Trump campaign collusion with Russia will be made public. CBS's Bill Rakoff.
William Barr says the Mueller report is required to be confidential, but he'll try to make as much of it public as possible. During testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee, Barr said that Mueller's report on Russian election activities has to be confidential because of Justice Department regulations. But he did say he will try to release as much of it as humanly possible.
At least 14 people have been killed in an attack on an upscale hotel complex in Nairobi, Kenya. Witnesses say there was a shattering explosion and attackers shot people at a cafe. The terror group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for the attack. Reporter Catherine Arms in Nairobi.
We're lulled into this sort of false sense of security. And the minute something like this happens, it all comes rushing back. And we do live on this very tenuous veneer of security.
The State Department says the U.S. condemns the senseless act of violence. It was a Brexit bust in London.
After spending 2 years hammering out her Brexit deal with 27 EU nations, Parliament spent about 20 minutes voting it down by the biggest margin in British history. Now, Prime Minister Theresa May has to try to come up with a new deal that lawmakers can accept. Problem is, there's no parliamentary majority for any Brexit scenario, and EU leaders have repeatedly refused to reopen negotiations. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Part of the U.S. federal government is reopening, sort of. CBS's Steve Dorsey.
The IRS is ordering 46,000 workers, nearly 60% of its workforce, to begin handling tax returns without getting paid. It's part of the agency's new emergency plan for the government shutdown. The IRS confirmed last week tax filing season would begin January 28th, despite the shutdown.
In Congress,
this vote, the yeas are 424, the nays 1.
The House nearly unanimously passed a resolution condemning racist comments by Iowa Republican Steve King. Illinois Democrat Bobby Rush was the only no vote. He said it wasn't strong enough. The Dow up 155 today. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Warm up your cold winter days with hot deals during Aaron's Winter Warm-Up. Yes, hot deals on living rooms, TVs, and even washers and dryers with no credit needed and free delivery and setup. Plus, this hot offer from January 11th to the 15th. Just $1 gets you started leasing to own, and then no payments until February 15th. Start with just $1 at participating stores or Aaron's.com and enjoy Aaron's Winter Warm-Up now while the deals are still hot. Transaction advertised as a rental purchase agreement. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Copays, codes, coupons. Searching for savings on prescriptions is so complex, it's like you need a doctorate degree. Fortunately, CVS Pharmacy employs thousands who have one, our pharmacists. Plus, we built a proprietary search tool to help them find you savings on prescriptions. You don't need to know all of that complicated stuff. You just need to know someone who does. Your friendly doctor of pharmacy at your local CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Ask pharmacist for details.
A new game has bombed.
The game is for kids ages 6 and up.
The device is ticking and is about to go off.
The goal is to cut the correct wire on the fake bundle of dynamite before an alarm sounds, triggering an explosion noise, lights, and vibrations. After a flood of complaints from parents, the manufacturer, Yulu, has stopped making it. Both Walmart and Target have now stopped selling remaining stock of Cut the Wire, but it's still available on Amazon. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Statistics provided by the Cuban government suggest President Trump's Cuba policy may be backfiring. Mr. Trump said he wanted to tighten limits on U.S. travel to the island in order to divert money from military-linked travel businesses to the Cuban people. But data shows the policy is doing the opposite, driving hundreds of millions of dollars from private entrepreneurs to the military-controlled tourism sector. Pam Coulter, CBS News.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. now.
A man was arrested after a car chase on West Shepherd Road. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, Collegedale PD, and the Chattanooga Police Department were all on scene. WTBC reports a man ran off on foot but was quickly apprehended. Cops say the driver in a fatal hit-and-run crash was arrested. Dwight Turner taken into custody. U.S. Marshals arrested the suspect in Atlanta. That fatal crash killed 2 people on January the 3rd. A McMinnville man was arrested after a deadly home invasion where 2 masked men barged into a house and shot someone. Terrence Malone was thrown behind bars. Reports say it was a robbery gone wrong. Darius Bishop killed. Medical examiners in Hamilton County ruled the death of a 9-month-old a homicide. Reports say the child died from blunt force trauma on December the 17th while in the care of a babysitter. The CPD is asking the community for tips. Russell Stroud, Nuga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight. Frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Ford.
Radio 92.7.
Hey folks, Jeff Stiles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nuga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is NugaRadio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. NugaRadio.com. Don't miss it every weekday.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shed her office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
It's not your Monday. It's not Monday. It's my Tuesday. It's your Tuesday. We're so happy to be on the air on Nuga Radio 92.7. I am Big John Christopher with just Josh Stone and Skinny Minnie.
What's up, guys?
Hey, we got all kinds of things going on today. Real quickly, I want to introduce a new team member to our Sportz Guys team. It's growing so big.
All right.
Apollo Hair Systems, right here at 5512 Ringo Road. They have joined the Sportz Guys team. So come see them. We'll get you a little more information here in a little while. But yeah, I tell you what, she is so nice down there. That company is right off the rip. And I had a great barbecue sandwich today. Great barbecue sandwich. And I can't give the name right now because they might be potentially coming on the air to be a part of the Sportz Guys team. But North Georgia, y'all know how to do some barbecue.
Maybe they'll bring some barbecue.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, you know. They need to come. They know who they are. Yeah. They need to bring us a barbecue sandwich and some baked beans and potato salad.
I will never turn down barbecue, ever, ever, ever.
Well, but you know what? You know what we really need?
What's that?
You know, we kind of big guys. We really need fresh fruits and vegetables.
I love some fresh
Unfortunately, not every vegetable is my favorite. But if you go to Root to Fruit at 3660 and a half Ringo Road, I will guarantee you'll get the freshest fruits, vegetables, nuts, cheeses, Amish cheese, strawberries, anything that you need, they can get or have already. There's a girl named Courtney there who she goes through the whole storefront or showroom area, and she checks every piece of fruit and vegetable that's out there to make sure it is perfect. Perfection is what they do. When I think of fresh fruits, I think of Root and Fruit. When I think of Amish cheese, I definitely think of Root to Fruit. When I think of vegetables that are fresh, Root to Fruit. That's the only place I'm going to go is Root to Fruit right here at 3660 and a half Ringo Road. Their phone number is 827-0880. That's 827-0880, area code 423. Tell them Sports Guy said, hey, tell them I need some strawberries, some fresh strawberry pie. If you're tired of paying storage fees, and I know Josh has done this before, pay these storage fees, you worried about people getting in there.
Well, Batman cups, got to keep them safe.
You got to keep the Batman cups all safe. L&K Portable Buildings on 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville. They've got they do a premier building dealer. No credit check, free delivery 50 miles out, up to 50 miles. And they are giving you, and I'm telling you, because they're giving it to you, because I'm the boss. I've already told Kerry, told him today, I have taken over the company. I am company CFO. 5% off all of January. And I went and looked at that 12 by 32 she shed.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it could be a he shed.
Man cave.
And you know what? You put a little stoop over the top of it. You can put a little swing there, and you can take you and your kids or your girlfriend or your wife and swing.
I need me a good man cave.
You got a big enough area. You could you live. You could put a man cave out there.
Yeah, I put a couple out there.
Well, I'm telling you, 15% off. It's yours. No credit check.
Plus the 5%.
Plus the 5%. So you're going to get 20.
That's huge.
So tell Kerry, the Sports Guy said 20% off, and call them at 706-858-0077. When I'm talking food here, man, the first thing that comes to food, especially Italian food, is Portobello's and 4922 Highway 58. Homemade lasagna, sauces, strombolis, pies, you name it, spaghetti, you name it, they got it. And it's so romantic out there. You can take your woman or your girlfriend, or your woman and your girlfriend, or take your family and go eat some homemade Italian food.
Everything's authentic, right down to the music that plays.
Exactly. And it's really like real stuff. I'm like trying to figure out, when I was out there trying to figure out what they were saying. Then you got to turn around and say, honey, I'm ready to buy a new house. And she goes, where are you going to get the money from? And I said, well, I don't know. Donna's going to find me a house. Donna Darn's a Cry Like Realtors. She's been a 13-year veteran. She has a no-cost evaluation for your house that you already own, if you want a new one. And she works harder than anybody else out there in Chattanooga. She is a Sports Guys 5-star athlete. She is the team leader of this Sports Guys team. Call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906 and tell Donna she is a 5-star athlete and find you one, because I took her to 60 houses and she found at 59, we found it. So she is very patient and she knows her business. So call Donna, 238-5440 or 544-1906. Then I brought this up last because it's important.
Very important.
Tomorrow, AJ was here earlier in the week. Now we're going to her place, her crib, tomorrow night. AJ Sports Bar and Grill at 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. 50-cent wings night, 74-cent takeout. I have invited everybody. If you're looking at me on Facebook on Nougat Radio 927 FM, you're invited. Come out there. We're going to be there from 6 to 9. If you're watching me on my phone, all my friends are here in Chattanooga and Cleveland. Come out there, 6 to 9. We'll talk sports. You're going to have plenty of food. Eat some wings with me. I'm challenging you. If you're listening to me, YouTube up there, on here, or down there, come on out there from 6 to 9. Let's fill this place up. Let's get some wings. AJ's Sports Bar and Grill. You can watch anything. They don't have any normal bar food. It's good food, but the wings are exceptional. Have a 1-inch sirloin cooked to your order, a 10-ounce chopped steak, lots of country sides. So come to AJ's Sports Bar and Grill tomorrow night, 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive, and meet little bitty Josh Stone and big John Christopher.
I'm not going to be little bitty after
little bitty. I'm not going to be busy either. You know, when we do this show, we were told by management we need to do high school sports. And I thought, challenge accepted.
Yep.
And I believe we have pulled it up. But you have an article which you've been working on. I'm going to do yours first.
Okay.
We were talking about Cookeville yesterday.
We were
talking about how I thought it was very inconvenient. It's about a 3-hour drive. It's like driving to Nashville. And when you get to the stadium where Tennessee Tech plays, it's hard to get there. They got all these one-way streets, and it's like the epitome of In the Heat of the Night where you went around the square, but that stadium's in the middle of it, and it's all one way, and it's so hard to get in there. And in order to get there from Chattanooga, you got to go 111,
which is not the best place.
Which through Dunlap and all the way up through there toward McMinnville and all that stuff. Other people get interstate, but we get like 111. So I don't even think it's even fair at that point. And you got to take those kids down 111 and down the mountain and all that. And I know for a fact, if you got hungry afterwards, the only thing that was open was a McDonald's in Cookeville, barely. And there was 50,000 people in there. So you came up with a list of people's state championships and where they play. Is that correct?
I did. And I couldn't find like a list. I had to search individually by state. So that got kind of tedious. So I cut it off. But like you said, Tennessee's in Cookeville.
It is.
What is it? Tennessee Tech?
Tennessee Tech University.
Okay. And everybody in this area knows that Georgia plays theirs in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, home
right.
of the Atlanta Falcons.
And then if I understood you correctly, you said 2020?
Yeah. Cookeville has it through the 2020 season.
So, this is 2019. You got this year and next year. Mm-hmm. And then, your big teams like Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville need to get on the stick because it's much more convenient to get to stadiums. I'll be honest with you, okay? Knoxville's not exactly convenient to get to a stadium for high school football, but Nashville and Chattanooga, we're right on the interstate where you can get right on and right off. Mm-hmm. Plenty of stuff to do downtown, not to mention the hotels and all that. So, really, honestly, the two cities that it should be is Chattanooga or Nashville.
Yeah.
So, well, why not?
2008 was the last year that it was not hosted in Cookeville.
Some honey's gotten patted in somebody's pocket. That's all I got to say.
From 2008, it was located in Murfreesboro, home of
Murfreesboro is at MTSU.
Yes, at MTSU.
That's even more convenient to get to MTSU stadium than it is to get to Cookeville.
Yeah. So, Texas, their high school, they play in Jerry's World down there in Irvine.
Well,
that's
Dallas. Everything's big in Texas,
yeah.
So
Arizona.
By the way, Raymond Kinsey said you don't count.
Who?
Raymond Kinsey said you just don't count.
I don't count?
No.
Why do I not count?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to elaborate.
Yeah, you'll have to elaborate. Arizona plays their high school state championships at Arizona State University.
Well, they got that big old dome stadium down there.
Mm-hmm. Idaho, they get to play on the blue turf of Boise State University.
I bet it's convenient to it. I bet it's not a one-way street in and out.
North Carolina actually breaks theirs up. They play half at the University of North Carolina and the other half at North Carolina State University. Still, both.
But I bet it's convenient to the interstate.
Mississippi State, they have their games at Southern Mississippi University. down in Hattiesburg. I've been through Hattiesburg. It is right off. It is literally right off the interstate down there.
Convenience. I mean, come on, people.
Alabama. Would you like to guess where Alabama's is?
Nope. I don't know.
Auburn University is where they play. Jordan Hare Stadium. I've been to Jordan Hare Stadium, right off about 10 minutes off the interstate, if that.
Wow.
Kentucky. I know we were discussing Kentucky last night. They host theirs in Lexington at the University of Kentucky, and Florida. They don't host theirs at a campus in a stadium. They host it at Camping World Stadium, which is big in itself. And
that's in Orlando,
in the middle of Orlando. That's where
you got. The only thing I don't like about that is you have too many tolls.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh, you even turn wrong and you're on a toll. I don't even like that one.
No.
I'll criticize that one. Why don't you put it like at Florida State or Miami or something?
Well, Florida State's not off the interstate. You gotta get off the interstate and then drive to a couple of towns. I've been to Tallahassee several times, but still, I mean, once you get into Tallahassee,
it's a one way in. I mean,
yeah. Once you get even so, right up the road from Florida State's football stadium, like you can sit at the top of Florida State's football stadium and look kind of east, and you can see Florida A&M University's football stadium up on the hill. Okay. I mean, they're boom, boom. But, I mean, it's really easy to get in. I mean, it's almost in the middle of downtown Tallahassee. But, I mean, that's all
the point of it is you need to get it out of Cookeville.
And just because I like getting you on your soapbox, this article right here says Cookeville is home to 1,500 hotel rooms, more than 100 restaurants, and hundreds of retail opportunities.
Really?
That's what this says right here.
Really?
I'm right at it.
Okay. Where are they when the game's over and you got the late game and it's midnight? Those restaurants aren't open. I don't care about the hotels. I mean, really? Come on. Give me a break. I mean, come on.
So
I dare somebody from Cookeville to call me and change my mind as to why it's better to be in Cookeville than Chattanooga or Knoxville or Nashville.
I'd even throw Memphis into that mix.
I would even throw
or go back to Murfreesboro.
Go back to Murfreesboro. Put it back on where everybody can get there and out.
Yeah.
So your girl, your daughter's playing for playing basketball.
I'm gonna have to pretend.
You're gonna have to pretend.
Sadly.
And then you figure out that she has made the state playoffs, and she is in the quarterfinals of the state playoffs. But there's going to be some changes. You know why?
Why is that?
Because Conference USA could change the TSSAA state tournament schedule because the tournament is scheduled at MTSU's Murphy Center. Convenient, huh? Right there off the Chattytown Barbecue Shack. Here we go, William Smith. And then Scott Schrader tells me there was a top 100 wrestling tournament this past weekend at Camp Jordan, which nobody told me about, but I would have gone. 700 boys and 56 girls participated.
That's huge. That's awesome.
They didn't have Johnny Viper. Johnny Viper could have got on top of that rope and done that funky move on there.
I think he's talking about school wrestling.
I know what he's talking about. But you could have gone up there and said, I'm the
ropes.
world's greatest athlete. And then, of course, it's Chattertown Barbecue. Listen up there, William Smith, since you're listening.
Bring us some barbecue.
Barbecue, please.
We get hungry in here.
We do.
Because we're on for 3 hours. We get hungry.
Exactly. So the tournament for these girls is March 6th to 9th. Well, the 14 Conference USA teams play each other and travel partner twice. The schedule of this is 5, 6 through 10, and 11 through 14. So what does that say to you? They're going to make them move the tournament away from those dates. Well, we have right here in Chattanooga, nice big old McKenzie Arena sits 20,000 people. You've got some other schools too. Got schools up there. Some of them they can play some of those outer games and play the championship right there. Chattanooga's right here. We don't have nothing going on during that time. That's during the Southern Conference tournament, which is not here. And that's in North Carolina.
It bounces around, but yeah, it's North Carolina. Is it Boone this year?
I think so. And then Raymond Kinsey tells me, he says, if you're hungry, there's always a Waffle House. Come on now.
But if we're talking about food now, they've got to bring it to us.
Exactly. That's the whole point of this. They got to bring it to us. So the TSSAA on this is January 10th, 2019, lifts the ban on Knoxville Christian, allowing the member schools to play them. So they lifted the ban on Thursday, allowing members to play them beginning the school starting year 219 and 220.
Why ban them in the first place?
The let's see here.
Is it in there?
They voted unanimously to allow members. Okay. So I'm not sure why they got banned, but they're back to legality now.
Well, that's good.
They're legal.
Scott said on there that last year in that tournament there was no girls wrestling, so
you know what? And I bet you 56 girls kicked butt. Is what I'm thinking.
I bet the boys, them 700 plus boys, didn't want anything to do with them girls.
I sure wouldn't want no girl whooping me. Go back to seat and put your head down between your legs and going, Mom, I don't know, or Dad, I don't know what happened. She just was good. I'm telling you, you do not mess with girl wrestlers.
No.
And then
girls in anything really, softball. We talked about it yesterday. Softball.
I mean, you've taken them on before in college and high school.
Yeah, it's there.
It's dangerous.
Yeah,
and you know what? They have so much to prove because they get that rising ball coming at you, and you think, "Oh, it's a big old softball."
No, it's not.
And it's coming at you very quickly.
About the time you take that stride step to start your swing, it's already in the catcher's mitt.
So William Smith tells me they're going to hook us up later this week.
I saw that.
So we can have barbecue on Friday.
Ooh.
Friday or Thursday. That'd be awesome.
Either or.
I had a sandwich today. You're going to be glad that you got it.
I got it. I can't wait.
800-8949. 800-8949 is the way to call us. Call us 423-800-8949. You can call from all over the country. Atlanta, Georgia. You name it. Knoxville, Tennessee.
We
are worldwide.
We will talk any sports you want to talk.
Except this hour is all high school. And we're so proud to be going against other shows that aren't talking high school at all.
No.
Hey, you got some scores from last night, don't you?
I do. And seeing as how we're about to enter into a break.
Yeah, I believe we're going to enter after this break. Josh is going to go into the scores of last night's basketball
and games that are being played right now.
Exactly, because a lot of them start at 6. You know, they usually have the JV. When I was in high school, the JV started at 5. The girls start at 6:30, and then we play at 8 o'clock. They still do that where I go.
It's naturally how they do it everywhere around here.
But you know what? Things have changed. Sometimes they go a little earlier. But you know what? This is the Sports Guys on Nougat Radio 92.7. I am Big John Christopher, Little Bitty John, and you, Scott.
Everybody.
We have all of y'all out there on the Sports Guys team. Raymond Kinsey, a host of people listening to what Chattanooga wants. The Sports Guys, right here on Nougat Radio 92.7. See you in a minute.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A police chase in Collegedale is in it with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola bottling company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga Police continue to investigate this homicide. And Tennessee counties packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nuga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
MLS 2239. We will beat any national mortgage company's rate all day, every day, guaranteed. I'm Ben Phillips, and a financial analyst acted upon that statement and called his local mortgage company, Home Rate Mortgage, to buy his dream home. We close the loan in 23 days, while the national guys, they usually close in 40. Home Rate Mortgage is your local mortgage company in Tennessee. Again, Home Rate Mortgage will give you the best rate all day, every day, guaranteed. So let this story be your story and call Home Rate Mortgage today, 805-9100, and there's no cost and no obligation. So why wouldn't you call 805-9100 or HomeRateMortgage.com?
Turn a house into a home. Mortgage.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nuga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nuga Radio.
Whether you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end-of-year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual, and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nuga Radio 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
Nuga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight. Frosty by morning lows, upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Wells, Chief Meteorologist, Patrick Ford.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
Woo! The Sportz Guys is on the air. We're at the bottom of the second. We are happy. We're proud. And we're humbled that you have come upon the Sportz Guys. You're part of our team. I'm like the happiest general manager out there because I have you and I have Josh.
You're the general manager. What does that make me?
You're the ball boy.
Oh man,
you're Johnny Viper. I can't do nothing but ball boy thing. But he's the ball boy. He's the little boy. He's got the little towel he runs around. He takes care of me.
I do.
He does. And we appreciate you listening to us here at Nougat Radio 92.7. I am Big John Christopher with little bitty Josh Stone, the score scrounger. And sometimes we have a host of people here. Sometimes they pop in just like Keon did. Hey! And leaves. I felt so bad. He just left me. But he said he might be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Speaking of tomorrow.
Let's talk about tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm looking at Facebook Live. Looking at my Facebook Live. Looking at YouTube right over there. Somewhere. I challenge you to save a few dollars and not go out to lunch tomorrow and save your money and come over to AJ's Sports Bar and Grill at 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive.
We will be
I'm
there.
saving my dollars. I didn't get lunch today. I'm saving my dollars for my 50-cent wings.
I can't wait for those.
I'm
wings.
a flat man. I like my flats. And we're going to be there from 6 to 9. We're going to talk high school sports just like what we always do. We're going to talk local, regional, national sports right after that. We're just going to continue doing our thing. But to complete this whole process, we need you. We need you to come. Bring your adult friends. They have 16 different taps.
16 different beers on tap.
16, yeah, like he said. And they got all these TVs, these 55-inch TVs right there. If you come to me early enough, I'll give you the VIP table. I promise you. First one that comes to me and says, I want the VIP Sports Guys table, I'm going to put a piece of paper on it, and you'll be the VIP of the night. You'll even get a whole segment with me.
And I bet we're going to have basketball on those TVs too.
I hope we have a ton of it.
Because there's going to be a lot of games tomorrow.
There's some games tonight. Tennessee plays tonight, plays Arkansas. So, but come tomorrow night, 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. And recall 423-485-9080 and tell them you want the Sports Guys table. If you don't, it's going to get gone. AJ's Sports Bar and Grill has been owned by AJ since 2016. Best service, amazing food. Speaking of food, there's so much food that you can pick from, up to a 1-inch sirloin cooked to your specification.
And cooked to order.
I would want mine medium rare.
Me too.
10-ounce chopped steak with lots of sides. Country sides.
Southern home cooking.
And the nachos are just out of this world. Huge assortment of beers. So come to AJ's tomorrow night from 6 to 9. Let's do some wings. Let's talk some sports. Let's be a part of the AJ's. I'm hoping to be there every week. I can't do that without you all coming. Donna Darns of Cry Like Realty is a 13-year veteran, real estate guru, and she's listening, so you need to come to AJ's tomorrow night too, Donna. Get you an adult beverage and sit there and eat some wings with us. She does a no-cost evaluation of your home. Call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906. She is my 5-star point guard. Call her 238-5440 or 544-1906 as I flip that paper. And then Thursday, then you can go to Portobello's and get some homemade lasagna pies from Bowley. Homemade sauces and spices, all kinds of stuff. Original music. Portobello's at 4922 Highway 58. Some sports guy said, give me that seat over there too. I got special seats everywhere. If you're tired of paying for putting your stuff in storage, I got an idea for you. L&K Portable Buildings, a premier building dealer. I've got a deal for you. You can save about 20% today. I got one 12 by 32 that is a good he-she shed or a man cave or a she shed or any of that. Play yard, you name it, we got it. 20% off today. Go in there tomorrow morning and tell me you want that 20% off. And then tell Carrie I said so. 5% off the rest of the buildings for the whole month. Then if you're going to go buy some fresh vegetables tomorrow before you come down to AJ's, Root to Fruit. You're going to hear this name all over Chattanooga. Root to Fruit. And if you're thinking that you got some fresh stuff, let me tell you what I got. I got cabbage, 29 cents a pound. I got navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, we got 3 for $1. Tomatoes, $3 a cup. Mater sandwiches. 10-pound Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. All greens, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. Honey bells, sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. Man, I got all kinds of people wanting to be a part of Sportz Guys.
As they should.
And then I got, a guy named William Smith, whom I can't, Chatty Town Barbecue Shack. Ooh, we get some barbecue, get some Italian food. AJ's Sports Bar and Grill.
We're loading.
Well, I'm going to give you 5 days worth of eating.
Yeah, we're loading everybody up on food as far as where to go.
Exactly. That way you just go every day. Just kind of move around.
Mm-hmm.
So what scores do you have for me?
I have girls and boys scores from some basketball games last night.
Men's and women's games.
Men's and women's. We'll start with the women. Whitwell defeated Riverside Christian 67-21. It's a pretty lopsided.
Oh yeah,
right there. Which they're anything like the football team, then that's to be expected.
Exactly.
Silverdale Baptist defeats Collegedale Academy 63-37.
That's a thrashing.
That's another one. And Boyd Buchanan, back in the win column, they defeat Hickson 37-34.
Ooh, that sounds like a close one.
Yeah. Low scoring too, which is
that tells me there's a lot of defense in that.
Defense. Moving over to the men's side, Silverdale defeated Collegedale Academy 74-46.
Ooh, not much better on that one, huh?
No. And Boyd Buchanan men got in on the win column as well. They defeat Hickson by a score of 68-60.
Cool. What game who's playing tonight? Because all these guys are going to be asking me who's playing tonight. Who's playing tonight?
The question is who's not playing tonight.
If you're listening to us and you're bouncing around between game and game, and that's awesome.
All right, so tonight, Notre Dame is at Grace Academy. Lookout Valley is at Whitwell. That's a girls tip at 6:30 and the men tip at 8.
Okay.
Baylor is at Chattanooga Christian.
Cool.
Just men only.
Okay.
East Hamilton is at Cleveland.
Okay.
Chattanooga School of the Arts and Science is at Red Bank.
Ooh, that'll be good.
And Collegedale is at Boyd Buchanan.
Oh, yeah.
Eastridge is at Central.
Go Eastridge.
Silverdale Baptist is at St. Andrew Swanee, excuse me.
Go.
McMahon County is at Ottawa.
That's the one that's really good, isn't it?
Yes. Walker Valley is at Saudi Daisy. Bradley Central is at McMahon Central.
Okay.
Sequatchie County is at Sail Creek. The ladies tip off at 6:30. The men tip off at 8 on that one.
Okay. So you have time to get there.
Yes. Father Ryan is at GPS. That was a female only,
women's GPS,
only, and
right.
they tipped off at 5:30. So they should be
halfway
through
finishing.
Yes.
If somebody got a score for us for GPS game, we would like to get that. So call us at 800-8949. 800-8949.
Ringgold travels down to Calhoun tonight.
So David's down in Calhoun.
Father Ryan is at McCauley, and that is the men's only, and that was a 7:00 tip-off.
So they fixed the tip-off here in about 15 minutes.
Howard is at Hickson.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Ladies at 6:30, men at 8.
Well, ladies just started, and the men are going to be playing at 8 o'clock. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah. South Pittsburgh is at Van Buren. Ladies tip off at 7, and the boys tip off at 8:30.
Yeah, that's because that's Central Time. Is that correct?
Yes. Osborne is at Dalton. This is Georgia.
Okay.
That was a ladies at 5:30 and men at 7.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, they've got Ringgold in here twice. Darlington is at Christian Heritage.
Right.
Dade County is at Rockmart.
Okay.
Heritage is at Gilmer County. Haralson County is at Murray County. Ridgeland is at Southeast Whitfield, and Sonoraville is at Adairsville.
Oh, okay.
And we also have 2 wrestling matches.
Go with that.
Ray County and East Hamilton will be at Bradley Central, and Maryville and Hickson is at McMinn County.
Okay.
And that is all the goings on for high school tonight.
You know, we started this thing, and I'm excited that we're able to give everybody information on high school.
Me too.
But I also have some rankings here.
Ooh. And while you're getting into that, softball in Tennessee, soccer in Georgia, and baseball in Georgia and Tennessee kick off next month in February.
The Class AAA rankings for high school basketball in the area: Maryville, Bradley Central, number 3.
And these are the women basketball.
Women's, Bearden and Knoxville, Blackman, and Campbell County, top 10. And AA, you've got Meigs County at number 4, and you've got that's it for around here. In Class A, Gibson County, Greenfield, Summertown, Clark Range, Laredo, Tellico Plains. And the guys, Class AAA, you've got Bearden, number 5, Maryville, number 4, East Hamilton, number 6, Walker Valley, number 7, Cleveland, number 9, and Whitehaven, number 10. And AA, sorry, Loudon, number 2, Austin East, number 6, Sweetwater, number 5, Fulton, number 7, and that's it. That is your rankings through today. Last I got at 4:30 today.
All right.
So let's just go ahead.
Well, just to make you happy, Farragut is hosting Lenore City tonight, men's and women's.
That's a good thing.
Ladies tip off at 7, boys to follow.
Boys start at 8, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Let's go back to this Cookeville thing. I can't get this out of my mind. Somebody needs to explain to me how you can sit there and you've had this since 2009.
Yes, 2009. And
it is 2019 now. So they've had this for 10 years.
Yes.
Tell me why Cookeville is better than Knoxville, Chattanooga, Memphis, Murfreesboro. Tell me why.
If somebody can answer that question, give us a call, 423-800-8949. He's not going to let this go. I'm telling you right now. Until you can bring him an argument for Cookeville,
because
he's not going to let it go.
I've been there, and the media area is subpar because you're in a tent. You can't even go up to the press box and do a story or do anything radio wise. If you came to Chattanooga, they've got a media area that you can put quite a few people in there.
Well, we've called games at McMinn Central and at LFO, and those press boxes both had media outlets for radio.
They did,
and they were nice.
They were.
And I've been in Ridgelands, and they have quite a few. They've got 2 levels.
They have 2 levels. The coaches are up in the top, and you got the TV on the end and the radio on the other side.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not that it's just the fact that I don't understand how Cookeville has had it for 10 years. On the fact that you got how many? You said you had all these hotel rooms. Okay. Well, hotel rooms, for those of us that don't stay in hotel rooms, which is more than half of these people, some of the media probably will stay, keep from having to drive back. But if you're like me and you're driving down 111 at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not there. It's just not there. So somebody needs to explain to me why Cookeville's better than everybody else and how they've had it for 10 years. They keep, and Maybe it has to do with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, heck, their headquarters are right here in Chattanooga. Why is it that it's better there?
This says that in 2017, Tennessee Tech athletic director Mark Wilson assumed the role as 2017 Blue Cross Bowl committee chairman. So that might have a little something to do with it.
So an athletic director from Tennessee Tech is now in charge of doing the high school the football championships there. Okay, he's got a big name. He's got a university. He's not even. He's same level as Chattanooga Mocs.
Are they?
All I'm saying is he's college.
No, yeah.
So tell me why. Where's the improvement? I mean,
apparently they're putting the improvement into the stadium, according to this article.
I was there when Farragut won that. It was an open air stadium. There wasn't a lot of people there. It was rainy. It was wet. But to drive all the way up there through 111, I felt bad for the schools that had to drive down 111. I mean, I know Farragut had got to go down 40, but
40 is a much better drive.
40 is a way better drive than 111.
It says they presented a package when they rebid, and it had a financial guarantee of $253,000 and promised continued facility enhancements to Tucker Stadium, which is where Tennessee Tech plays their football games. And then it said that a state-of-the-art video board was installed before the kickoff of the 2017 season. And
okay, so you got a fancy board.
And
it still doesn't say in there where it's convenient for all schools. It doesn't even say that.
No. And it also,
to me, MTSU or Nashville or even Chattanooga is more convenient to getting you on and off. And there's plenty of hotels around here.
Yeah.
And there's enough on here that people can stay. And then, and let's just put it this way: the media market is bigger here in Chattanooga than it is in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Just to add fuel to the fire,
please do.
Cookeville also will host the December, which just happened, the Toyota East versus West All-Star Classic.
Oh, so like an all-star game?
Yeah.
Okay.
They host the all-star game along with
the
Blue Cross Bowl.
Wow. Okay.
So, and it also says that they noted that 30% of funding has been identified for an extensive stadium renovation. This is 2017. I don't know when you went down.
It would have been 17.
Okay. Well, they hadn't started all the renovations yet, but still.
You need to fix how to get in there.
You shouldn't have to use that to get renovations.
You should have Chattanooga. Let's just use Finley Stadium. It's right there by the interstate. You can get off right there, take a left on Broad Street,
and you're in downtown.
And you're right down there, downtown.
Five Guys is right down there.
There's a ton of different places down there to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention,
or even if you go back left and go towards the mountain, there's still. You've got a Taco Bell,
Mr. T's is down there.
Mr. T's, the Incline, the Clumpy's ice cream. I know it's December, but
and you have City Cafe that's open 24/7. You have one in Bonnie Oaks, you have one downtown, you have one in Cleveland, but everything is near the interstate, which means you can get somewhere quickly.
And they don't close at 8, 9 o'clock at night. They
don't roll the streets up
11 midnight. Maybe later, depending on where you go.
If you want to sit down and get something and you can't get into McDonald's because there's 50,000 people because that's the only thing open. Come on now.
Oh, but they have 100 different restaurant options, according to this article.
Really? Are those options open after the last football game at night?
That's the key that they're not putting in these articles is closing times.
If you got an 8 or 9 o'clock game, we'll say 9 o'clock game. It's a 3-hour game. That's midnight.
Yeah.
What's open at midnight? What Applebee's is open at midnight?
I can tell you what's open in downtown Chattanooga at midnight.
City Cafe's open at midnight. Mm-hmm. Crystal's is open at midnight.
Taco Bell's
Wendy's. Open. Wendy's. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happened. when I get on a rant.
And we'll talk about it tomorrow when we're at AJ's. I guarantee it.
It'll be brought up, but we'll be at AJ's tomorrow night.
Maybe we can get somebody there at AJ's
to explain to me why football's better than Chris Goforth may be there tomorrow night.
He can explain because he's been there several times.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to the Sports Guys on Nougat Radio 92.7. See you in a minute.
The station you hear everywhere.
Nougat Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chatter, Nougat Radio, Digital FM 95.3 HD4, 92.7 FM's news. Now.
A police chase in Collegedale is ended with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola bottling company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga Police continue to investigate this homicide. And Tennessee County's packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security, Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nougat Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News Now.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight. Frosty by morning lows. Upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world-famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Ford.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
As a small business owner, you know that running a business is no easy task. You're in the office and on your 3rd cup of coffee before most even roll out of bed. That's why you need office equipment and solutions that help keep your business running smoothly. The experts at RJ Young provide office technology that ensures your business's network stays efficient and secure, so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. To discover how RJ Young can help your small business grow, visit rjyoung.com/smallbusiness.
Hey folks, Jeff Styles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nougat Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is nougatradio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. nougatradio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
Even if you like your job, there are some things that can drive you nuts. Like the anonymous coward who steals your lunch from the break room fridge. Or maybe Tyler, the IT guy, who gives you that condescending look when you tell him that your computer is acting up again, as if somehow it's your fault. You put up with these clowns every single day. But what happens when you've had enough? That's the day you decide to retire. At least that's the hope, right? But will you be able to retire? Can you afford to retire? That's why you need to talk to Ron and Christy Adams at One Family Financial. They can't do anything about Cody, that moron who heats up fish in the microwave, but they can strategize with you on how to get the most out of your 401k or pension, how to grow your money without losing your shirt in the market, and how to help make your money last in retirement. Talk to Ron and Christy today about whether you'll be ready to retire when you finally had it with seeing Ethan walk out of the bathroom again without washing his hands. Gross. Call Ron and Christy Adams at One Family Financial, 423-710-2009, 423-710-2009.
Get back there, you dang Yankee! Great horny toads, I'm up north. Gotta burn my boots. They touched Yankee soil. Lay down your arms and step forward, Yankee.
What's the hassle, Schmassel?
My orders from General Lee is to hold the Macy-Dixie line, and no Yankees are crossing it.
The president's attorney general nominee says he'll remain independent.
I will not be bullied into doing anything I think is wrong.
Day 25 of the partial government shutdown.
Congress has the power to change this.
Britain's parliament votes down the prime minister's Brexit deal.
The most stunning defeat in living memory.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition, presented by Zoom Video Conferencing.
I'm Jim Shenevey. Attorney General nominee William Barr spent the day before the Senate Judiciary Committee testifying that he would remain independent as head of the Justice Department, including his oversight of the Mueller Russia probe. Bill Rakoff reports.
Will you commit to making any report Mueller produces at the conclusion of his investigation available to Congress and to the public?
William Barr says Department of Justice rules require that the report on the Russia investigation to be private. And he says it's not because of presidential pressure.
I am not going to do anything that I think is wrong, and I will not be bullied into doing anything I think is wrong by anybody, whether it be editorial boards or Congress or the president.
Barr told senators he will be as transparent as possible with the Russian report. Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Barr's confirmation hearing resumes in the morning. President Trump invited rank-and-file members of Congress to the White House today for talks about border security and ending the partial government shutdown. Illinois Republican Congressman Rodney Davis says Democrats boycotted the lunch.
This was supposed to be a bipartisan lunch, but not a single Democrat offered to come here and negotiate how we end this partial shutdown.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
I have three words for President Trump, Leader McConnell, and our Republican senators. Open the government.
Now the shutdown now in week 4. NASA worker Pamela Denkins has been working without pay.
We are effectively laid off. There is the threat that if this goes as long as some people are suggesting it should, like up to a year, that could be a tremendous financial impact to families.
A major defeat for British Prime Minister Theresa May and her Brexit deal.
I'm Vicky Barker in London.
The ayes to the right, 202. The noes to the left, 432.
This wasn't defeat. It was demolition of the Brexit deal Theresa May hammered out with 27 EU states. Few in Parliament want Britain to crash out of Europe, but there's no parliamentary majority for any of the Brexit scenarios, and Brexit Day is some 10 weeks away.
On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gaining 155 points to 24,065. The Nasdaq Composite, led by Netflix, was up 118 or 1.7%. Now this.
Zoom Video Conferencing, featuring video and audio clarity with screen sharing. Free accounts are available at zoom.us. That's zoom.us. Zoom Video Conferencing.
Juice, Mom. Juice. Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom, I want juice. Mom. Juice. Mommy. Mom.
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. That's right, the car seat. A car seat isn't one size fits all. You have to have the right seat based on your child's age, weight, and height. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. But there's a website that gives you all the information you need. safercar.gov/the-right-seat. You'll find out about types of seats, when to have a seat rear-facing, when to switch it to forward-facing, when it's time for a booster seat, and when it's time for your child to ride in the back seat with a seatbelt. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
One American is reported among the 15 known dead after al-Shabaab militants launched an attack in and around a popular hotel in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. CBS's Tina Krause.
A car bomb burned outside the gate of the Nairobi hotel as explosions and gunfire crackled through the complex. Kenyan security forces rushed people from the scene. Somali Islamist militant group al-Shabaab is claiming responsibility for the attack.
The House voted today to approve a measure rebuking Republican Steve King for comments he made over the weekend about white supremacy.
This vote, the yeas are 424, the nays 1.
Even King voted for the measure. The lone no vote was from Illinois Democrat Bobby Rush, who wanted a more serious censure of King for, quote, repugnant and racist behavior. You're listening to the CBS World News Roundup.
Copays, codes, coupons.
Searching for savings on prescriptions is so complex, it's like you need a doctorate degree. Fortunately, CVS Pharmacy employs thousands who have one, our pharmacists. Plus, we built a proprietary search tool to help them find you savings on prescriptions. You don't need to know all of that complicated stuff. You just need to know someone who does. Your friendly doctor of pharmacy at your local CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Ask pharmacist for details.
You need to watch the playoffs with your friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. First, they have $5 pitchers on the weekend during the playoffs. Second, if your friends watch at your house, it means multiple guys sitting on a couch together, which is always super awkward. So are you going to touch elbows and knees with your buddies, or are you going to get your own stool and split $5 pitchers of beer? Come for the playoffs, stay for the $5 select pitchers and personal space at Buffalo Wild Wings. Price and participation vary by location, not valid with any other offer.
Heavy rain is moving into California. So much rain that officials fear another series of mudslides in areas stripped of vegetation by recent wildfires. KNX reporter John Baird says some evacuations have already been ordered or advised.
Deputy Kerner says if residents don't want to leave, they have to sign liability release forms that they've been notified of the dangers. A flash flood watch advisory has been issued for the Woolsey and Hillfire burn areas. For today, evacuation orders for the Holy Fire burn area have been reduced to voluntary.
Day 2 of the teachers' strike in Los Angeles. No new negotiations scheduled. Superintendent Austin Buettner.
We have to go where the money comes from. This isn't a decision we make in Los Angeles Unified. The state makes it for us.
The schools remain open with a few substitute teachers, but many parents are keeping their children home. And that's actually costing the district millions of dollars because funding is based on how many students come to school. Time on the roundup is 7 minutes past the hour.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A man was arrested after a car chase on West Shepherd Road. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, Collegedale PD, and the Chattanooga Police Department were all on scene. WTVC reports a man ran off on foot but was quickly apprehended. Cops say the driver in a fatal hit-and-run crash was arrested. Dwight Turner taken into custody. U.S. Marshals arrested the suspect in Atlanta. That fatal crash killed 2 people on January the 3rd. A McMinnville man was arrested after a deadly home invasion where 2 masked men barged into a house and shot someone. Terrence Malone was thrown behind bars. Reports say it was a robbery gone wrong. Darius Bishop killed. Medical examiners in Hamilton County ruled the death of a 9-month-old a homicide. Reports say the child died from blunt force trauma on December the 17th while in the care of a babysitter. The CPD is asking the community for tips. Russell Stroud, Chattanooga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight and frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Ford.
Radio 92.7.
Hey folks, Jeff Styles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nooga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is NoogaRadio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. NoogaRadio.com. Don't miss it every weekday.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shedder office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
We're Sportz Guys right here in Chattanooga. Nuga Radio 92.927. We're on that dial 92.7. And you hear us, and you're like, who is this? I am Big John Christopher and Little Bitty Josh Stone, who's not actually Little Bitty. Yeah, he's like 5'4". If you're not on Facebook Live, you know.
Try 5'10". Thank you.
Oh, he's 5'10". Okay. I love messing with him. But thank you so much for listening to us right here on Nuga Radio 92.7. I am John Christopher, as I said, and Josh Stone. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 9, and we are so excited that you're going to be a part of our show.
Except we won't be here tomorrow night.
No, tomorrow night we are at a live remote.
AJ's Sports Bar and Grill.
AJ has given us permission to leave the studio. I mean, I am so excited she's allowing us to come to her place.
Welcoming us with open arms.
Most certainly with arms.
50-cent wings.
50 cent. The best part is it's 50-cent wings. I saved a couple dollars today.
Oh, I've got plenty of money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because when you're the Sports Guys, you're just loadedly rich. But you know, come to AJ's tomorrow, 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive, from 6 to 9, and you can talk to us, meet us, tell us what we're doing wrong, tell us what we're doing right, or if you want to be a part of the Sports Guys team, come see me tomorrow night. We will hook you up. They have so many TVs. They have my special spot, and that in itself, you should come see. Come see me. Come see the show, 6 to 9. Everybody come. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, on my page, y'all come to 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive in Chattanooga. AJ Sports Bar and Grill.
If you're thirsty for an adult beverage, there's 16 different beers on tap. 16.
Call 423-485-9080. 423-485-9080. And say, I need to call and get a reservation for the Sports Guys table because it is a hot spot. If I want some really fresh vegetables, what do I think of when I'm a farmer? I think that you plant them, and what happens after that? They root. And then from that root, they go to fruit. So think root to fruit. Every time you think of fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, fresh nuts, fresh strawberries, fresh everything that you want to have for your family.
I can't wait for them to get some mangoes in stock.
And I'm sure that's coming. But this week through the 21st, which is today's just the 15th, got 6 more days. You can get cabbage to make your slaw. See, William Smith makes that homemade slaw for his Chattytown barbecue. So you need to go over to Root to Fruit and get you some cabbage at 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. Tomatoes cup is like $3. 10-pound Idaho roasted potatoes, $2.99. All greens are 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips are 49 cents a pound. And sweet onions are 99 cents a pound. Root to Fruit. That is at $36.60 and a half. And a half. That's how you know you got something special when you got a half in your in your address. 423-827-0880. Definitely give them a call and see what kind of stuff they got on sale besides what I got. Or go by there. L&K Portable Buildings is at 3532 Lakeview Drive, right there at the corner of Lakeview Drive and Cloud Springs Road, 706-858-0077. As I do every day since they've been a sponsors, I took over. Told Carrie today I'm taking over. I am CFO. I am Chief Man in Charge. Chief Man in Charge. And CMI in charge. So 12 by 32, you're going to save 20% today. If you go in there tomorrow morning, I will guarantee you 20%.
That's huge.
And then, hey, and then the rest of the buildings, I'm just going to give you 5% off for the whole month. So talk to Carrie tomorrow. Call him at 706-858-0077 and say, hey, I expect 20% off on that building. It's a she shed. And then, if you want some Italian food, don't go to these box stores and get spaghetti in a box. Go to a real Italian place, Portobello's, at 4922 Highway 58 and get the real deal. The real deal. And tell them the Sportz Guy said, I want some fresh food, I want some fresh sauces, and I want some of that music. It just makes me want to talk just like that. So go to Portobello's at 4922 Highway 58. And then on top of that, when she says, I'm tired of my house. Well, you know what? I've got something for you. Call Donna Darns of Crylac Realtor, Aaron Udawa. She'll come do a free evaluation for you, tell you what it's worth, tell you what you can do to fix it, get top dollar, and then you turn around and buy another house. They got all kind of them around here, and she can get you the best house. It don't matter if it's 100 houses. She'll find you the perfect house. So call her at 238-5440 or call 544-1906, and she will take great care of you. So we're going to start this off right. We're going to tease this first. You have a poll that we started this last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
This is a poll of the worst. What kind of poll is this?
Well, Friday we did the weirdest, strangest, funniest mascot names
exactly
in minor league baseball.
We did.
Last night we did the same thing for minor league hockey.
So what did you come up with today? Because
I was looking for some semi-pro football.
Because we had said we were going to find the worst semi-pro football team names in all of America.
But I came across something better.
Oh my goodness, what have you done?
I have 25 rejected nicknames for professional teams.
So there's 25 names that just didn't cut it to be a sports team.
Yes.
Ooh. We're going to do this at 7:30. Because at 8 o'clock, I do want to announce that Greg Arias of WHIN TV radio in Nashville, who's all things Titans and NFL and some Alabama and some other things, will be a special guest on the calling from Nash Vegas.
And we definitely have something that we can talk about with him, because I don't know how many of our listeners know this, but the 2019 NFL draft will come from Nashville this year.
Vegas.
So I'm wondering what the city's doing to prepare for that, and what if he's got anything he can sneak and tell us some goodies.
So let's just think about this. You're Nick Saban. I know that would never happen, but you're Nick Saban. I'll be Nick Saban.
You be Nick Saban.
Yeah. And my name is assistant football coach Chris Clanton. And I came to your school. I'm this highly regarded wide receivers coach, which I am. I've given you a whole season of dedication. And then my buddy up there in Michigan named Harbaugh says, hey, Chris, I want you to come up here and be my wide receiver coach. I'm going to pay you $500,000. I'm only making $250 at Alabama, but it's Alabama. And I don't know what I'm going to do. So I go home and tell my wife and girlfriend or both, hey, man, I think I'm going to go to Michigan because he's giving me a $250,000 raise. I'm going to get 5 years, and it's and it's Harbaugh, the biggest name in the Big 12 or in the Big 8, whatever they are up there.
Big 10.
Big 10 now. Used to be a Big 8. And you're like, don't forget me. Like when I got this show. You're like, don't forget me. Okay. He's been with me a long time. I won't forget him. And then I walk into the office. Hey, Nick, say, what's up, brother? We need to sit down and talk.
I bet he slaps you for saying that to him.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, he just gives him a big old slap on the shoulder. And
Not
says,
that kind of slap. Don't ever talk to me like that again, son.
He's like, now, Chris, why are you so excited? We just lost the national championship. Not happy. Your wide receivers did not do what they're supposed to do. Well, Coach, I've been offered a job. And then you see the veins pop out. The fire coming out of the nose, out of the ears, through the toes, through the skin, because you've invested your whole year into trying to teach him to be a better wide receiver coach. You know what Nick Saban does?
I do.
What does he do?
He went completely off on that guy.
For 20 whole minutes.
Did you hear the audio?
No, I did not.
I'll have to let you listen to it during the break because we can't play it on the air. It's that bad.
And it's a rant. So Gaddis, says, hey, man, I'm sorry, but they're going to give me a raise. So every time that a coach leaves, do you not think he is screaming at them for 20 minutes?
That's what I was going to ask. I mean, he's coming out with this. Are there going to be any more that comes out with this? Does this happen before?
Can you imagine what Lane Kiffin's was?
I don't even want
to. Lane Kiffin's, there's a whole lot of speculation that went with that besides his California style coaching.
But does this
that might have been a 30-minute to an hour conversation.
Does this treatment date back to his time in LSU? Does it go that far back?
So if you're a coach out there and you've worked with Nick Saban, we want to know. 800-8949, 423-800-8949. So let me just ask you this poll question. If you have a coach that's going to leave to go to another school, are you going to spend 20 minutes chewing his you-know-what out because he got a job and Jim Harbaugh or somebody calls and wants him to come up there? Do you not think coaches move around? So you're going to spend 20, 30 minutes, in this case, 20 minutes, chewing his you-know-what out? Come on. Be a man. Shake his hand and say, you know what? You gave me the time. We thought you was going to be here 3 or 4 years. And you're going to turn around and scream at somebody. No wonder nobody wants to stay with you.
Over taking more money.
Over more money.
That's common sense. You take the raise every time.
I mean, just because Nick Saban bounces, he left the NFL and had the money and goes to LSU. He doesn't commit to LSU for the long haul. He leaves, and then he stops at Alabama, where he's done well for the last 10 years. Did he get his, chewed by the athletic director from LSU? Not really. Probably not even close.
I bet he understood why he was leaving to go to the Washington Redskins in the NFL.
Or the Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins.
I mean, he came from Miami. He was at Miami and came to LSU.
No, he was at LSU, yeah. Went to Miami, and then came to Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, I mean,
still,
again, he's not going to get... Even when he couldn't cut it in Miami, I'm sure they didn't chew him out for 20 minutes when he said he was going to Alabama.
I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not going there. But then he ends up going. But you're going to turn around and chew some coach out? Get a life, Nick Saban. We don't like you anyway. But I just lost a lot of respect to you because you're going to sit there for a man to improve himself, his family. Well, that man wants to be a coach just like you do. He's not going to sit there and spend every waning moment and go through that. No. I'd have walked out. If I'd already gotten the job, I wouldn't have listened to 20 minutes worth of yelling and screaming at me because I'm leaving.
I think he listened just so he could have the recording, just because nobody would believe him.
And there's a recording out there, so you need to find it. I didn't know the recording, but you know what?
It's on Bleacher Report.
I didn't believe you had the story. I thought I had one up on you.
No.
And so, yeah, Nick Saban going to choose somebody's out because they left to do better. And then he puts a recording device on his phone, sets a little thing down there, and hears him go on that rant.
Smart on that coach's part.
So Nick Saban's not the glorified Nick Saban that everybody thinks he is.
Well, how about let's talk a little bit about one of my Michigan's rivals, Notre Dame.
Let's do tell, because I heard a little bit about this, and another school is very much going to go, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to help.
It's just going to get so much better when they play Stanford next year.
Notre Dame quarterback Brandon Wimbush announced that he is transferring. It's a grad transfer.
So he's automatically going to get to play.
Yeah, he gets to play. He is transferring and will be playing next season at Central Florida.
UCF. Mark my words. Stanford University just went, oh, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Good without him.
They were really good without him.
Yeah.
He just ends up making it a whole bigger ball game. And he's played Stanford.
Yeah.
And you know what? Can't fault him because he got his degree from Notre Dame.
He's beat Stanford, too.
And he's beat Stanford.
He knows what it takes.
And you know what? That means that could get them in a New Year's Day bowl.
Oh, yeah.
The playoffs.
They'll be undefeated again this season.
I think so.
They won't lose the game again.
And you know what? That helps their recruiting,
oh, yeah,
too.
Big time. Hey, we just went in and beat Stanford.
And then you got that quarterback that hurt himself.
He's back.
He's back. They're going to compete for the job. You're either going to have him or you're going to have the guy from Notre Dame.
Well,
that's scary.
Let's not forget this freshman that played the second half against Memphis.
Exactly.
And
you got three powerful
quarterbacks. Yeah.
What a problem to have.
That's a coach's dream nightmare.
I feel sorry. You're going to see me join the bandwagon for UCF.
I've been on the bandwagon.
I was here all season long, and I'll be there again. Orlando's going to be a big-time school.
Mm-hmm. They are. And any coaches would be drooling to have one of those three quarterbacks. But to have all three of them? Wow.
So, I did a sports moment break earlier, and Chicago has offered Machado an 8-year contract, and people are questioning the validity of over almost 10-year contract. Let me tell you something. 8 years, that's about what Freddie Freeman gets.
But in baseball, you can do that because how many 40, 45-year-old players are still playing baseball right now?
There's a lot of them still playing.
You can do that because baseball isn't as taxing on your body as other sports.
No. And to be honest with you, Machado wants to be in the American League, just like Bryce Harper wants to be in God knows why my division, but
money, I'm telling you. Me and Keon both told you last night. Money. That's all. That's why.
But 8 years. I think I think it's going to be interesting to see if he signs with them.
Well, it's fun that you say that because I have two stories on Philadelphia. One, they've come out and said that they will not sign Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. They've made that abundantly clear.
Could you imagine $600 in payroll, $600 million in payroll?
But they are eyeing a big three.
Ooh.
They are wanting their vision of their lineup this year. They want to sign Bryce Harper, Dallas Keuchel, and Craig Kimbrell.
Ooh.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
In Philadelphia?
800-8949. That's 800-8949. Area code 423-800-8949. We'd love to hear your input on this. But can you imagine? I'm a Kimbrell fan.
Yeah. So you want to see him in a Phillies uniform, though? Pitching against you, knowing what he's got and what he can do.
Gosh. But, the other great pitcher, Woods, went to Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to see him now.
Yeah, you'll see him twice. Once in Los Angeles and once in Cincinnati.
No, he is. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in Cincinnati now.
But you'll see him. He'll pitch because West Coast, you make 2 trips.
Exactly. And
y'all come to us. But Dallas Keuchel is still high on Cincinnati's radar because we need another starting pitcher. And that's their number one guy on their list right now is Dallas Keuchel. So I don't want him to go to Philadelphia. I want him to come to Cincinnati too.
Somebody is trying to do a Miami Marlins, buy them a world championship. And I really feel like that's what the Phillies are doing.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. You can't do what the Yankees do every year. And the egos, they don't mesh well together.
No, they don't. But for some reason, those egos work when Miami bought their team.
That's true.
But we are the Sports Guys here on Nooga Radio 92.7. Big John Christopher, Josh Stone, and you right here, right now. We'll be right back. See you in a minute. Bye.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. Now.
A police chase in Collegedale is ended with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola bottling company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga Police continue to investigate this homicide. In Tennessee, counties packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nooga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News Now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
MLS 2239. We will beat any national mortgage company's rate all day, every day, guaranteed. I'm Ben Phillips, and a financial analyst acted upon that statement and called his local mortgage company, Home Rate Mortgage, to buy his dream home. We close the loan in 23 days, while the national guys, they usually close in 40. Home Rate Mortgage is your local mortgage company in Tennessee. Again, Home Rate Mortgage will give you the best rate all day, every day, guaranteed. So let this story be your story and call Home Rate Mortgage today, 805-9100. And there's no cost and no obligation. So why wouldn't you call 805-9100 or HomeRateMortgage.com?
Turn a house into a home rate mortgage.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nooga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nougat
Whether
Radio.
you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end of year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott Powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nougat Radio, 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight and frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthries. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthries. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorology Patrick 4.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
It's 1937. For those in military time, for us regular folks, it's 7:37, 35 degrees, overcast clouds. What's different? And winds at 2 miles an hour.
35, but it feels like 32 with the wind chill.
We're freezing out here. I love my intro. Wish there was more of it. Great song. Well, I have teased this all I can tease. Let's do my part, and then we'll do your part.
Have at it.
Donna Darns is my A1 ace. You need anything real estate needs wise, no cost evaluation. You need to call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906. She is my 5-star athlete. Real Italian food, 4922 Highway 58, Portobello's. Go in there and get some real food. Get some real Italian. Go real Italian. Go Portobello's. You're tired of renting? Storage spot. L&K Portable Buildings is a premier building dealer. Telling you now, I can give you 20% off today, 20% off tomorrow, and 5% off the rest of the buildings on the spot. Go see Carrie, 706-858-0077. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh everything. Everything comes from root to fruit. Remember that. That is the new name in our team. Root to fruit. Cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. Tomatoes, $3 a cup. 10-pound Idaho russet, $2.99. All greens, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. Sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. And you say, where is root to fruit? I'm going to tell you, 3660 and a half Ringo Road. Call them. 827-0880. And of course, tomorrow from 6 to 9, we're going to be at AJ Sports Bar and Grill. 50-cent wing night, 74-cent takeout. We're inviting you. Come see us. Everybody needs to come and get some wings. Come see AJ. Tell her how good she did on the radio the other day. And come see us and visit. You may even get on and talk sports with us. 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive, 423-485-9080. Great food, great entertainment, great service. It's great. Great to be at AJ Sports Bar and Grill tomorrow night, 6 to 9. We'll be there, and we're honored.
And you don't have to wait until tomorrow night to get on air and talk sports with us. Give us a call right now. Phone number 423-800-8949. We will discuss whatever you want to when it comes to the wide world of sports.
Wide world of sports. You know, I did a sports trivia on ESPN this morning. Can you name the quarterback that has been the second most NFL playoff games?
Second most?
Won the most. Been in second most in the NFL.
Current or past?
Period.
And
I missed it, but I was what I said was 3.
You said 3?
I had number 3.
Oh, you had number 3. Who did you say?
I said Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly? Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Number 1 is Brady.
Okay. Well, okay.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Come on, folks. Tell them to hurry up.
Give me a second. I mean, I'm going through all the quarterbacks.
He has 5.
5. Troy Aikman.
No.
Oh.
Ken Stabler.
Well,
that's
I had the team right.
You did.
I had the team right.
Jake the Snake. Is the Stabler. So yeah, I said.
Well, you said 5, and the Cowboys I know have been in 5, and I know Troy Aikman's been in quite a few.
So yeah, Ken Stabler.
He's got to be up there though. Troy Aikman.
He's probably 4th.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So we have the most important names of football teams or sports teams that never made it.
Yeah, these were pitched and considered and ultimately rejected.
So in order for this to work right, you have to call and you have to give us our opinion of whether or not this should be a sports team. So 800-8949, 800-8949. Go ahead.
Or just call to laugh with us, because that's what we are about to do.
I'm going to get all drama and going to get all comfortable. I'm all ready. I'm shaking my hands, warming them up, because, I talk with my hands. If you look on Facebook and YouTube, I talk with my hands. So let's start. Let's get this game started.
We're going to start with hockey.
Ooh, okay.
San Jose has an NHL team.
San Jose has a what?
NHL team.
It does?
They are the San Jose Sharks.
That's correct.
Can you imagine if this name was given to San Jose
before? This was
pitched.
This was pitched to them before they became the Sharks.
Yes, Sharks was chosen from 2,300 entries when they were going to pick their team name.
That's because they're thinking about the ocean. So go ahead.
Let's see. Some of these are there's more than just one, so I'm going to read these off. The one that it says was the San Jose Rubber Puckies.
The Rubber Puckies, really? Come on, folks.
But here,
can you come up with a better name than that?
But they had Screaming Squids.
The Screaming Squid. Go Squids.
The Salty Dogs.
Ooh, Salty Dogs.
And Blades.
And the San Jose Blades. Really?
Well, the Blades was
that's not even original.
But it was the most popular entry. But do you know why it was rejected?
I don't know why it was
because it had gang implications.
It had gang implications, so politically it could not have been used.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think San Jose, California.
Yeah, but I mean, Washington used to be the Bullets. So I mean, go ahead.
Number 2.
Oh, dun dun.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh well, yes, America's team, my team.
How about when they joined the NFL in the 1960s? They planned to call themselves the Dallas Steers.
The Dallas Steers.
To play on the cows.
Cow. Why don't you just call them the Dallas Cows?
Well, they did in a way.
Yeah, kind of. Steers. What do you think of that?
Well, you know what a steer is. Why they call it a steer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the reason why it was. It got the axe. The general manager at the time was Texas E. Schramm.
Tex Schramm.
And he realized that having a castrated mascot might not be the best thing. It might be the subject of ridicule.
Oh
among
yeah,
NFL.
what is it? Yeah, America's team, the Texas Steers, touchdown Steers.
Yep.
Come on.
But what he did before he named them the Cowboys was he named them the Dallas Rangers.
The Dallas Rangers. That
And
sounds familiar, doesn't it?
It does, and that was the problem because the Texas Rangers
are the baseball team.
The baseball team, so he couldn't do that.
The Texas Steers.
So,
Dallas Steers.
He finally settled on Cowboys shortly before the team's inaugural season.
I'm glad he did that.
Vancouver.
Oh, they're the Grizzlies.
They are. How about the Mounties?
The Vancouver Mounties.
I actually like that one. The
That's
Mounties.
not such a bad one.
That's their cops up there. That's what they're called.
Yeah, they're Mounties. So they've been Vancouver cops.
Pretty much.
Hey, the cops are coming.
Vancouver was awarded the expansion franchise in 1994, and they began play the following season.
Caller, you're on the air. Please save me here.
Well, how about you open up the door so I can?
Oh, okay. Give me just a minute.
So while you're going to open the doors, I'll talk about this one. The Arizona Diamondbacks were the expansion team in 1995. So how about if they got this name, the Arizona Phoenix? Now that's another one that I like, the Arizona Phoenix. And I'm going to wait on Chris to get back in here. He's opening the door. I'm going to get his opinion on this one because I like this name. I like it. And I'm going to get Chris your opinion on this since you're back in here. The Arizona Diamondbacks in 1994 were almost called the Arizona Phoenix.
Come on.
I like it. I like Phoenix.
That's not even a baseball team.
No, but I like it.
Give me a break.
I mean, that's just one off of a list of stuff that they were going on. They had the Coyotes, which ultimately became
they're an NHL team.
Yeah,
are they
the
not?
hockey team. Diamondbacks, Phoenix, Rattlers, and Scorpions.
Okay.
I would have liked Scorpions.
Scorpions would have been kind of cool. Give me a break.
Kansas City, the Chiefs.
Oh, I see. People want to change a couple of teams, and that's one of them.
Can you imagine getting ready to call the game Sunday and hearing the New England Patriots versus the Kansas City Mules?
Mule! Go! Touchdown, the Mules. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Come on.
They began play in the AFL in 1960 as the Dallas Texans and moved in 1963 to Kansas City. Owner Lamar Hunt considered Mules, Royals, and Stars before eventually settling on Chiefs.
you have the Kansas City Chiefs, the Royals for baseball. That's not a bad deal.
So
the Mules. So y'all want to change the Chiefs name because you get offended by it. How about the Kansas City Mules? So you can have a live mule out there to kick them. Come on. Oh, has he got somebody else got a comment over there?
Yeah, we can't say that on the air.
I know.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, he's gonna say it? Seriously, you want to call them the Kansas? They don't want to be the Kansas City Chiefs because it offends the. What about the Mules?
Kansas City Jerks.
Whatever. Seriously, you gonna sit there? Anyway, go ahead. We got more on this.
So, the Minnesota Wild was an expansion team in 1998 for the NHL.
I remember that.
They were almost called the Minnesota Blue Ox.
The Blue Ox. That's, to me, that's more of a semi-pro football team name.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these. The Wild was chosen from a field of 6 finalists, which also included, as we noted, the Blue Ox, the Northern Lights, the White Bears, the Freeze, and the Voyagers.
I like the Freeze.
I do too.
The Minnesota Freeze. I think that could be a really cool name for a baseball team, semi-pro, or minor league baseball, or it really could be. I could see that. We're getting calls. Well, we'll try again. You know, you could try again here, but the freeze.
I like the freeze.
I do too. That could be, you could almost make that like an arena football team or an NFL team could be the freeze.
Yeah. Well, you got the XFL coming back. So
that would be, I don't know, if they have a Minnesota franchise, but that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging that. I could be the voice of the freeze.
One that you're not going to dig.
The one I'm not going to dig.
The Oakland Raiders.
I can only imagine what they came up with before they became the Raiders.
Well, you envision when you envision the Oakland Raiders, their fans with the spike shoulder pads.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, that's so gross. I mean, they're the Raiders.
How about the Oakland Seniors?
The Seniors.
Oh, no, there's no accent. It's seniors.
Oh,
that's not an accent.
So we could have some 80-year-old men out there playing football. The seniors. Oh, my gosh.
Chet Soda was Oakland's first general manager, and he sponsored the named the team contest in 1960.
I can't believe they even allowed that name to even come up.
The winning nickname, an allusion to the old Spanish settlers of Northern California, was so loudly ridiculed in the weeks that followed that fans claimed that the contest was fixed. So that name actually won. They were going to be the Oakland Seniors.
Kidding me.
Responding to the backlash, the general manager in the Tribune, a sports writer for the Tribune, would later become the team's general manager, had a more practical objection to the name, stating, "We don't have the accent mark for the N in our headline type."
I can only imagine that. Really.
Responding to the backlash, Soda changed the team's name to the Oakland Raiders, which was a finalist in the contest, along with Lakers.
Wow. So they had the Lakers when, I'll have to look to see when the Lakers came about, but okay. I think they were in the 50s, though.
Mm-hmm.
They were in Minnesota, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When I watch basketball, the team that I kind of NBA cheer for more than others, and I don't know why, but it's the Orlando Magic. I don't know why. I can't explain it. That's just, I guess when I was a kid with Shaq and Penny Hardaway.
Yeah,
I guess would be it. How about, and this one kind of makes sense, the Orlando Challengers.
I like the Magic better, but I could see where they got that from. Yeah.
It was the Orlando Sentinel sponsored a name the team contest for the franchise, and the allusion to the space shuttle that crashed in '86 was the most popular suggestion. So that one
was a fan favorite.
Yes. Other entries included the Floridians, the Juice, the Orbits.
I like the Juice.
Who doesn't?
I like the Juice. That's a good one.
The Orbits, the Astronauts, the Aquaman, and the Sentinels.
No, if you're going to take one away from the Magic, it's not going to be the Challengers. I would take the Juice, the Orlando Juice. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's go to baseball.
Let's go to baseball.
Another baseball team.
Okay.
Can you imagine a world where the New York Mets are not the Mets?
Oh, where are you going with
this?
Can
you imagine a world where the New York Mets are the New York Skyliners?
Really?
Really.
800-8949. Please help me out. I mean, come on now.
New York was awarded the expansion National League franchise in 1961 because they already had the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
The team gave fans 10 mascot names to choose from: Avengers, Bees.
Oh, I can see that. The New York Bees. The Bees.
The Burrows.
Okay.
Continentals. The Jets. The Mets. NYBS. I don't
know. I know what that New York BS.
I do. The Rebels, the Skyliners, and the Skyscrapers.
I kind of like the New York BS.
Mets was the resounding winner, followed by write-in candidates Empires and Islanders, which we all know Islanders became the hockey team.
Right.
One of them. The Washington Wizards, basketball.
Oh, they were the Bullets for a while.
They were. How about calling them the Washington Sea Dogs?
Hey, Sea Dog. Hey, dog. Oh, nah. You can go on with that. That's kind of boring. It's boring. The Flamingos.
Oh, here you go. The Florida Marlins were almost called the Florida Flamingos.
I could only imagine being called the Florida Flamingos. Hey, yo, Flamingo.
You know, everybody calls them their Miami now. I hate that. They're the Miami Marlins. They're the Florida Marlins to me. So,
well, they changed that because, they're just Miami. Florida didn't want that name in there. So,
the Marlins took their name from the minor league Miami Marlins that previously called South Florida home.
Yep.
Previously to 1993.
Yep.
But owner Wayne Huizenga told the New York Times in 1993 that he considered naming the team the Florida Flamingos before settling on the Florida Marlins.
Wow. Okay.
Back to hockey.
We're going to get another weird name.
This one's not that bad. The Colorado Avalanche.
Okay.
That's what they're called now. They could have been called the Colorado Extreme.
I think they should have kept with the Extreme.
I do too.
I just don't. Yeah. Okay.
When Houston came back to the NFL,
the
Texans, they were almost called the Houston Apollos.
That's boring. Boring.
And another one was Stallions before they settled on the Texans.
Yeah.
The Toronto Raptors were almost called the Toronto Dragons, which either one would have been fine.
Exactly. Burrows. Yeah, we've already talked about that one.
No, that's for the New York Jets.
The Jets were almost the Burrows.
They were almost the Burrows.
Oh, give me a break.
Let's see. They were originally nicknamed the Titans.
Huh.
And then renamed to the Jets in '63 after Sonny Werblin bought the bankrupt franchise.
Okay.
So,
Pioneers, Portland Pioneers.
The Portland Trailblazers were almost called the Portland Pioneers.
Okay. Portland, Maine. Yeah, I don't think they're Pioneers up there. I think
but they're not Trailblazers either.
No, they're not.
But now I think they're just the Blazers. The Portland Blazers.
Are just the Blazers now.
That was in 1970.
The Minnesota Blizzard. That'd be a good semi-pro team.
Yeah, they're the Timberwolves, but they were almost called the Minnesota Blizzards.
The Blizzards. They deserve that because they get all that cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
All that. We've gone through all this. The best one yet. The Atlanta Peaches.
We were almost, I don't say we because I don't want to. Exactly. Y'all were almost the Atlanta Peaches.
Can you imagine being called the Peaches?
Can you imagine being the Atlanta Peaches in there with the Buccaneers, the Panthers, and the Saints?
Oh, yeah. Listening to the Sports Guys on Nuga 92.7. See you in a minute.
The station you hear everywhere.
Nuga Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A police chase in Collegedale is ended with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola bottling company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga Police continue to investigate this homicide. And Tennessee counties packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nuga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News Now.
Nuga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight and frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Ford.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
As a small business owner, is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Pam Coulter. William Barr, a veteran of Washington's top-tier legal community, told the Senate Judiciary Committee he would not be bullied by anyone if he's confirmed to be the next Attorney General. CBS's Bill Rakoff says Barr spent much of his confirmation hearing answering questions about the Russia Special Counsel investigation.
William Barr said that he personally believed the Mueller investigation is not a witch hunt, but
I think it's understandable that if someone felt they were falsely accused, they would view an investigation as something like a witch hunt.
Barr hinted we might not get much information about the investigation when he said the DOJ rules require that the report on the investigation be private, but he promised transparency as much as possible. Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
This is the 25th day of the federal government shutdown, but some FDA staffers are back on the job. CBS's Jim Taylor.
About 400 FDA staffers are back on the job, including some food inspectors. Commissioner Scott Gottlieb tweeting the news. FDA employees returning to work mostly without pay include about 100 focused on inspections of high-risk medical device manufacturing. About 150 of the returning staffers are involved with inspections of food that is deemed potentially high risk. That includes seafood, baby formula, and some fruits and vegetables.
Members of the British Parliament flatly rejected Prime Minister Theresa May's plan to remove the country from the European Union.
The ayes to the right, 202. The noes to the left, 432.
May faces a no-confidence vote tomorrow. BBC political correspondent Rob Watson.
It's been a terrible defeat, and I think what people are going to reflect on her critics are, my goodness, the number of mistakes that she has made that get us to this point. I mean, I guess to be fair, she was dealt a bad hand, but I think people will say she's played a bad hand poorly.
The number of Democrats likely running for president in 2020 is expanding. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand made her announcement on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
I'm filing an exploratory committee for President of the United States tonight.
If you like shows like House of Cards, Ozark, and The Crown, you'll be paying more. CBS's Jason Brooks.
Netflix customers are being counted on to help fund the video streamer's original programming. The company is hiking the price of its most popular plan by $2 to $13 a month, the biggest increase in the history of the company. Netflix is also raising the price of its cheapest plan by $1 to $9, and the premium plan goes from $14 to $16.
The Dow gained 155 today, closing over 24,000. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
Now, get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
You need to watch the playoffs with your friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. First, they have $5 pitchers on the weekend during the playoffs. Second, if your friends watch at your house, it means multiple guys sitting on a couch together, which is always super awkward. So are you going to touch elbows and knees with your buddies, or are you going to get your own stool and split $5 pitchers of beer? Come for the playoffs, stay for the $5 select pitchers and personal space at Buffalo Wild Wings. Price and participation vary by location, not valid with any other offer.
There's an impressive lineup for the famed New Orleans Jazz Fest.
The Rolling Stones are making the 50th Jazz Fest part of their 2019 tour, performing Thursday, May 2nd at the huge outdoor festival in the Crescent City. Pop superstar Katy Perry also at the top of a lineup of hundreds that features nationally known performers along with many New Orleans favorites. Chris Miller for CBS News, New Orleans.
There's a bit of a tiff between officials of two major Hollywood award shows. The Screen Actors Guild, or SAG, represents movie and TV actors, as well as broadcast journalists. It's demanding that the Motion Picture Academy stop pressuring actors to only appear on next month's Oscars telecast. The SAG Awards take place on January 27th, and the organization calls the Academy's efforts to only go to the Oscars utterly outrageous and unacceptable. Pam Coulter, CBS News.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A man was arrested after a car chase on West Shepherd Road. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, Collegedale PD, and the Chattanooga Police Department were all on scene. WTVC reports a man ran off on foot but was quickly apprehended. Cops say the driver in a fatal hit-and-run crash was arrested. Dwight Turner taken into custody. U.S. Marshals arrested the suspect in Atlanta. That fatal crash killed 2 people on January the 3rd. A McMinnville man was arrested after a deadly home invasion where 2 masked men barged into a house and shot someone. Terrence Malone was thrown behind bars. Reports say it was a robbery gone wrong. Darius Bishop killed. Medical examiners in Hamilton County ruled the death of a 9-month-old a homicide. Reports say the child died from blunt force trauma on December the 17th while in the care of a babysitter. The CPD is asking the community for tips. Russell Stroud, Nooga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight and frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world-famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Sorrentine Walsh, Chief Meteorologist, Pastor 4.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Hey folks, Jeff Stiles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nooga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is NoogaRadio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. NoogaRadio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shed her office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Guys are back. It is fourth quarter. Where are you right now? I know what you're doing. You're listening to the best sports show in Chattanooga. Oh, you got a call here. Call will be right with you. Hang on there. So just remember that you've got the Sports Guys here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights from 6 to 9. We definitely got to make sure you are informed on everything, including dumb names for dumb teams, which we've done for the last 3 days. And you know what? We have completed the whole circle. We do not have there's others, but the biggest funny one, and Greg who's on the phone with us from WHIN in Nashville. Did you know the Falcons, when they first got started to be football, were going to be the Atlanta Peaches? Isn't that funny?
Yes, I have heard that. I've heard that before, and I think they chose well with the Falcons as opposed to the Peaches, although certainly Peach has a place in Georgia history.
It does. You can answer back with me, Greg. I'll let you play with me on my live read-ins. But when you come down to Chattanooga with Michelle, you need to go to a Portobello's out there on Highway 58 and get you some Italian food, homemade lasagna, stromboli, some pies. 4922 Highway 58. And then when you get ready to move to Chattanooga, I got Donna Darns for you at Crylock Realty. She is amazing. She can be free evaluation, and you can call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906. She will take good care of you. And then tomorrow night, it's too bad you and Michelle aren't in town, because we're going to be at AJ's Bar and Sports Bar and Grill at 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive for 50-cent wing night. Greg, you're missing wing night.
Well, I tell you what, I love wings, and so does Michelle, but it's kind of hard for us to get down there in the middle of the week. And
I know.
As far as the move to Chattanooga, you'll have to take that up with her.
Yeah, I know. She probably wants to stay right there in Nash Vegas. But you can promise her a 1-inch sirloin cooked the way she wants to, you know. So join us tomorrow night from 6 to 9 at AJ Sports Bar and Grill, 485-9080. And get your table reserved, because there's going to be a lot of people there. And if you want fresh fruit while you're in, you want fresh vegetables, Greg, I got it for you. Root the Fruit is at 3660 and a half Ringo Road. Let me tell you what they got, Greg. They got cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. So you can have a cheap lunch. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. You can get you a mayor sandwich for $3 a cup. 10-pound Idaho russet potatoes for $2.99. Get you some greens for 99 cents a pound. Turnips, 49 cents a pound. Sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. And then when he moves down here, he can get that L&K portable building for his backyard.
Give him a man cave.
Give him a man cave. I'll give him 20% off a building. No credit check. 3532 Lakeview Drive there in Rossville. 858-0077. I got this man hooked up.
Got everybody hooked up.
So, Greg Arias is joining us from WHIN Radio in Nash Vegas. He is the guru of all things Titans. But I got a couple things to talk to him about. So, give us the update since the playoffs and what's been going on, and what is, and my question to you, and I've been waiting all day to ask you, what is John Robinson looking for in Matt LaFleur's replacement?
Well, that's a great question. And to be honest with you, we really don't know. I mean, we've spoken to John. I had the opportunity to talk to him yesterday for a few minutes. But, it's all the standard coach and GM speak that you get. He wants somebody that has these certain things, and it's what everybody's looking for. You know, the NFL now is a copycat league, and everybody's looking for the next Sean McVay, and there's not a lot of those guys out there. So it's kind of hard to know where they're going with this deal. I kind of think, and I asked this question to John yesterday, about Mark Helfrich. I think there's a natural connection there. He was Marcus's coach at Oregon when Marcus was in college, and it seems like a natural fit. Certainly, I think that's a name that's in play, though I don't think that he is the leading candidate.
Do you think he could come to the NFL and coach? I mean, Chip Kelly didn't do exactly a great job doing it.
Well, I think there's a difference between being a head coach and being an offensive coordinator when you're an offensive-minded person. You know, Chip came in, and yes, it was a disaster at Philadelphia. Though, how much of a disaster really was it? Because as soon as Chip Kelly leaves, that same roster that he had a hand in putting together goes out and wins a Super Bowl. So I think Kelly gets a little bit of a bad rap, but to go back to Helfrich and coming in as an offensive coordinator where you only have to deal with the offense, you don't have to worry about being the head coach, making those decisions, putting together the staff, having the offensive and defensive coordinators. You can just focus on one thing on the offensive side of the football. I think that would be okay, and I think that would be something that he would probably excel at because he is an offensive mind.
Well, the thing of it is if Helfrich comes in there, I think he'll do fine. My opinion is if I'm the GM, I'm going to go ahead and get Helfrich in here, go ahead and get my offense set up and put in playbooks or whatever and get Mariota thinking Oregon offense or thinking some of that offense and maybe some, off-season workouts with his brothers in arms there and try to pick this up and see what we can do to make it further in the playoffs.
Well, that's true, but see, there's some things that the NFL limits actual time that coaches can have contact with players, and there's certain times when players aren't even allowed to come into the building there at St. Thomas Sports Park, the team headquarters. They're excluded from it. They can't come in at all for anything unless they're in the medical protocol of a season-ending injury or something like that, and they're working out there. They can do that. But and Marcus certainly was a season-ending injury, but he's not in any type of protocol, so he's just basically resting. So whatever they do, they're going to have to wait to get the playbook in the hands of the players coming up down the road a little bit. So that's part of the reason why it hasn't been a big rush to get somebody in there, because they really can't legally get the playbooks of whomever the new offensive coordinator is into the hands of the players. Now, obviously, teams skirt the rules, and with the internet, you can send things out and do those types of things. But I think that's part of the reason that they really haven't been in a hurry to get anything done. And perhaps they're waiting on somebody that's still alive with one of the 4 teams remaining in the playoffs.
I've got a list of names here, quarterback names. Tell me where you think they'll be in 2019. Kyler Murray, do you think he does the NFL, or do you think the A's paid the $15 million?
That's a good question. I can't speak to anything with the A's and how bad they want that young man to play baseball for them. Obviously, he was the 9th pick in the MLB draft, so he has some ability and talent there. There's a reason that the A's drafted him in that spot. But as to whether they pay that $15 million, I couldn't even begin to guess on that. I think he gets drafted. I think that's the $1 million question, and perhaps the A's wait and see where the NFL draft goes and how it plays out, because obviously if Murray's a top 10, top 15 pick, the money is going to be great. So the A's then probably have to up the ante, so to speak, and come off some money if they want to get him to Oakland. Now, if he falls into the second round, the money's not as good. I think he goes and plays baseball. So there's a lot of moving parts about him and what's going to happen with that coming up when we get to April in the draft here in Nashville.
This list is kind of mixed, so just bear with me, okay? Dwayne Haskins.
I think he's probably the first quarterback taken. If not the first, certainly I think he's the second. I don't know that he is a great NFL prospect. I think he is a project of sorts. He has some ability, obviously. Didn't have a lot of experience at Ohio State. Didn't play in a lot of games like J.T. Barrett, his predecessor, did before him. But somebody's going to take an opportunity and take a chance on him because of the ability and see where they can go, because this is a quarterback-driven league, and there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback.
I think, in my mind, I'm thinking Broncos. So that's where I think he ends up going.
Probably not a bad pick, but I think what we have that we're seeing here, and potentially with the Broncos, they could be in play to try to do something with Nick Foles of the Eagles. Obviously, he's going to be a big name in free agency. And then, of course, Joe Flacco, too. So perhaps Denver is one of those teams that looks to try to get one of those veteran guys as a stopgap to put in for a year or two, and maybe draft a guy in the second round or late in the first round, like a Drew Lock or someone that can sit for a year or two, or even wait on next year's draft when it's going to be quite heavy with quarterbacks coming out. So I think obviously wherever Foles and Flacco land will play a big part in what teams do in the quarterback market.
The next one I'm bringing up is Drew Lock.
I think Lock is a solid player. He's got some upside. I saw him in person this year, and I like what he did, though I think he's got some flaws in his game, obviously, that he needs to work on. But most quarterbacks coming out of college that are not named maybe Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck have some things to work on in their game. So I think he finds a spot. I think he's a guy that I don't know that I would want to put him on the field day one and say, you're our quarterback. I think he's a guy that needs to find a team that at least can have a stopgap type of situation with somebody else that can play and let him sit and learn a little bit and not throw this guy to the wolves. There's some upside for him to potentially be a serviceable starter in this league in the future if somebody doesn't wreck him right off the bat like we see so many quarterbacks that are just thrown to the wolves right away.
A veteran, Teddy Bridgewater, do you think he stays with the Saints?
That's a great question. He's in a good situation as far as having an opportunity to, quote, win a ring and then potentially take over a very good football team when and if Drew Brees decides to retire. And there's been some speculation that maybe if they win the title this year, the Saints, that Brees might hang it up. He's not said anything about that. I don't know if that's true or just a grapevine rumor that goes around the NFL. So I think Bridgewater certainly has that option. I think, and I know he wants to be a starting quarterback again. There are some teams that would like to have him as a starting quarterback, but is he willing to wait to have a Super Bowl contender that he potentially could step in and inherit the starter's role, or maybe go off to another team that who knows how good they are or what they will be in the future?
Eli Manning.
I think Eli gets one more year with the Giants, and then I think Eli's probably done. He may want to play longer. I don't know that there's a market for him in this league at this point in time. Good quarterback, obviously, borderline Hall of Famer. You can make a case with the 2 Super Bowl rings that he should be in the Hall of Fame. You could make a case against him being in. I've heard both those arguments, but I think probably one more year at most, and then we'll see the end of Eli and the Manning family for a while until maybe one of the grandkids of Archie, children of Peyton or Eli, are old enough to take their shot at football.
Where do you see Ryan Tannehill after probably being released from Miami?
You know, that's a good question, and I tell you, a great fit for Tannehill would be the Tennessee Titans. I saw an article today. In fact, I spoke to the person that wrote that article today because it was a thought that I had that potentially he could be a guy that comes in here. He's not going to draw a huge market as a starter. I think there might be a team or two, depending on how the free agent portion and then the draft play out, that might give him a look. But if he's available, I think that would be certainly an upgrade for the Titans over Blaine Gabbert, and it would be a guy with some mobility. His issue is staying healthy. He's had some struggles staying on the field just like Marcus has. But if he's your backup quarterback and not asked to be in there for 16 games, perhaps if Marcus misses a game or two next year, he would be a solid option to be able to put in there for that game or two if need be.
What about Daniel Jones of Duke University?
Good quarterback, obviously coming from the David Cutcliffe system, who coached Peyton Manning and did some great things with him. Cutcliffe was a solid quarterbacks coach and offensive mind. I think Jones probably goes late first, early second. I would lean more to probably early second with him than first, though obviously NFL teams value players and grade players at different ways, and it depends on really who feels like they need a quarterback and that he might be the guy that they're willing to maybe reach a little bit for.
So my last one I'm going to bring up, and I'm going to bring a comment with it. Is Joe Flacco probably Miami's answer of what they need?
Well, you know, I think Flacco obviously has some ability, and I think he's got some gas left in the tank. I think he's a guy that probably needs a few more things around him. Now, the Dolphins have some things. Obviously, they have a pretty decent running game. They have Kenny Stills at wide receiver. I think they need to add a couple more pieces for him, but certainly I think he would be a guy that would be serviceable for them there in Miami, and probably a bit of an upgrade.
If you're Nick Foles, do you stay in Philadelphia?
No, I think he's going to get out of Philadelphia unless the unthinkable happens, and Doug Peterson has already said that Wentz is the quarterback going forward. Now, could Philadelphia throw a boatload of money at Nick Foles and say, hey, we need you to stay here and be the backup? And obviously money talks, but so does the want to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and the Eagles can't start but one at a time. So I would look for Foles to probably be on the move.
So I got a story that I picked up from the online here, and you'll probably get a good laugh out of this. What's the quickest amount of money you made in 4 days? Just kind of a round figure.
I wouldn't even begin to know. Probably $300 or $400, I guess.
Okay, there is a gymnastics coach that worked for 4 days for the University of Michigan and made $15,000. Rhonda Fain.
Okay.
$15,000 in 4 days, and then they let her go.
That's not a bad 4 days.
No.
If I could do that in 4 days, I think I'd be okay with it.
I'd be okay for about a third of the year. So tell people how they can get a hold of you and how to follow you and that kind of thing, so that when you come back on again, they're like, oh, yeah, it's Greg Arias. So tell them how to get a hold of you.
Best way is Twitter, Greg Arias PFS on Twitter. I put up most of my work and things there. I'm on there quite often so people can interact with me there. Obviously, I'm on Facebook as well, but I don't do as much with that. That's kind of just for fun, and it's mostly family stuff. So Twitter's the best way to do that. Pro Football Spot is the website, along with Titan Insider are the places where my articles and things are. Not a lot going on right now, obviously, but as we get closer to the Senior Bowl, we'll be having some stuff going on there, and then certainly a lot going on with the draft, including some probably live video stuff that myself and a couple other gentlemen, one a former Titan scout, are working on put together for the draft. So certainly I think a lot of things, if we get this all up and going by draft time here in April, that we'll have a lot of content.
So kind of a question here. What has Nashville announced or what they're doing as far as when they have the draft up there? Have they announced any place? I mean, any information about the draft and all that?
Well, it will take place at the Music City Center. We know that. There'll be some things going on at Bridgestone Arena, which is right across the street, literally, from the Music City Center. That's the home of the Preds. They'll probably have some stuff going on at the stadium. I think Nashville will probably be a circus that weekend. If you don't have to be here and be downtown or don't want to be part of the draft, don't find a reason to come to Nashville that weekend. But if you want to be, certainly it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're looking forward to being part of it, being there live for all 3 days.
Well, that's
we'll be in the Music City Center.
We're going to be working on trying to get the Sportz Guys up there for the draft as well on Radio Row. I've made some inquiring phone calls, but no one from the NFL thinks I'm important enough to call back. So I've gone the route that I know to go, so maybe you can help me down the road. But thank you so much for being a part of the Sportz Guys special guest. We will talk to you soon, Greg. All right, see you. Greg Arias, WHIN Radio, Nats Vegas, give you the lowdown on the NFL. We're going to get him from time to time. And get closer to the draft. I hope to have him on my show. You're listening to the Sportz Guys here on New Radio 92.7.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. now.
A police chase in Collegedale has ended with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola bottling company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga police continue to investigate this homicide. And Tennessee counties packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nooga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
MLS 2239. We will beat any national mortgage company's rate. All day, every day, guaranteed. I'm Ben Phillips, and a financial analyst acted upon that statement and called his local mortgage company, Home Rate Mortgage, to buy his dream home. We close the loan in 23 days, while the national guys, they usually close in 40. Home Rate Mortgage is your local mortgage company in Tennessee. Again, Home Rate Mortgage will give you the best rate all day, every day, guaranteed. So let this story be your story and call Home Rate Mortgage today, 805-9100. And there's no cost and no obligation. So why wouldn't you call 805-9100 or HomeRateMortgage.com?
Turn a house into a home rate mortgage.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nooga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nooga Radio.
Whether you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end-of-year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual, and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott Powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nooga Radio, 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
Nooga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight and frosty by morning. Lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm-Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Ford.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
And you have been with us for 3 hours. I hope you learned something. I hope you laughed with us. I got an education from Greg Arias. He always has something new for me every time. We appreciate you being a part of our Sportz Guys radio network here at Nuga Radio 92.7. And we appreciate just the comments that have been on Facebook, in person. But if you want to be a part of the Sportz Guys radio network, you need to get a hold of Chris Clanton here at the studios and let him come out there and talk to you about what we can do to help market your business. These people have joined our team. L&K Portable Buildings was a premier building dealer, has a deal for you. 5% off in the month of January. And he has a 12 by 32 building. It's just a dream, man. It could be a she shed real quick. 15% off plus the 5 makes 20. So go see Carrie out there. L&K is located at 3532 Lakeview Drive. Give them a call at 706-858-0077. Root to Fruit. You're going to know that name. Root to Fruit is at 3660 and a half Ringo Road. Their phone number is 827-0880. Let me tell you why you need to know this. The freshest fruit in town, the freshest vegetables in town. And they got a worker by the name of Courtney who takes care of that showroom floor. It's clean, no bugs. It's perfect. It's the cleanest produce area I have ever been around. And the fruit look perfect. I guarantee you they're the freshest and the most perfect around. So I'm going to tell you what they got going on. Cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. A cup of tomatoes to make mater sandwiches, $3. 10-pound Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. All greens are 99 cents a pound. Turnips, cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. Sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. They have honey bells. Go see them at 3660 and a half Ringo Road. Tell them that Sportz Guy said, hey, and ask for Courtney and say, Courtney, show me the freshest strawberries out there. The biggest, freshest strawberries so you can have strawberry pie or strawberry something. 827-0880. Ask for Courtney out there. Tomorrow night. This time tomorrow night, we'll be enjoying AJ Sports Bar and Grill. It'll almost be over. AJ's owned it since 2016. She was on our show earlier in the week. We are excited to be at AJ's tomorrow night at 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. You better call 485-9080 and reserve your table because we're bringing a host of people. I've invited all my clients to come. I've invited the whole staff here at this radio station because I believe in AJ Sports Bar and Grill, and we're going to go out there and show them how appreciative we are that they gave the Sportz Guys this chance to showcase what they have. Call them at 423-485-9080, and for sure, 74-cent takeout, 50-cent wings. Donna Darns is my point guard. She is my leader of the bunch. She does no cost evaluations on your house. She has passionate energy just like I do. She'll go to 1,000 houses to find the right house for you. Call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906 and tell her that Sportz Guy said she is my 5-star point guard. And then, when you're done looking at houses, go over to 4922 Highway 58. Portobello's right behind Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, right there at the corner of Jersey Pike. Go in there and get some of the most delicious lasagna you have ever had in your life. Pizza. Stromboli. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm starving.
I'm starving as well.
You had dinner?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you hadn't had dinner?
I have not.
So, there is a huge story out today. I've lost my paper. And the real story on how this went down is going to be on Jeff Stiles' podcast Thursday night. But there was a story in the paper today about how the Chattanooga Football Club, CFC, believes the Red Wolves are trying to take over their territory. I mean, in here, it says they average about 3,600 fans since they've been here, since 2009. Over 94 games, 3,600 people average. Almost 4,000 people, more than UTC sometimes. The Red Wolves are part of the inaugural United States League one team division. They're going to be paid. And they believe that a city of 500,000 can afford and will afford and will be really active, that both soccer teams will have huge crowds. Just like and they think they both can coexist. But apparently, somebody doesn't think so. So, my question to you, is Chattanooga that type of city where you could have two different soccer teams and be profitable on both ends? I kind of think you can.
I think you can too.
I mean, you got the Chattahooligans, okay? The Red Wolves are going to come up, the Red Hooligans. The Red Hooligans. There you go. There's you, a extreme group of people. You can call them the Red Hooligans. And they can be a part of the Red Wolves. I just made it up. But I seem to think there's enough people around here that I believe they're playing at CCS, if I'm not mistaken. The Red Wolves. There's enough for now. I think they're going to build their own stadium and all kinds of stuff. Tailgating and all that, just like they do for that CFC. I kind of think there is room to have two professional sports teams in this city.
So they're not going to be playing at Finley Stadium?
No.
Okay.
They're going to be playing at Chattanooga Christian School.
Okay.
CCS.
I had heard a rumor at one point that they were going to play in Finley Stadium.
I think they're going to be, for this year, I do. If somebody can want to tell me differently, the number here is 423-800-8949. 800-8949. You're listening to the Sports Guys here. I'm Big John Christopher with Josh Stone. We're talking about, can Chattanooga and is Chattanooga a city of 500,000 afford to have and support two professional soccer teams? The owners think so. The owners think that it's going to be just fine.
I think what's going to end up happening is the team that's having the better season is going to get the majority of the fans that year.
I know that CFC has done very, very well in the playoffs. I think they got within one match of the championship a couple times, 2 or 3 times. They've been here since 2009, so they've been here. They've built a huge following for about 10 years. Look them up, Josh. And the Red Wolves are a new franchise coming in here. They're going to have some professional players. So, what do you think? Do you think Chattanooga can handle having 2 soccer teams? What was their record last year?
Give me 1 second. I'm looking it up.
Okay. This station supports CFC, supports the Red Wolves, because we want to see enough sports out there where the kids aren't sitting watching video games and are watching a great game. Soccer is a great game to watch. I bet it's even better in person. I'm going to make it a point to try to go to a CFC and a Red Wolves game this year. And I want to see the excitement of the Chattanoogians. I have a friend of mine who is in the Chattanoogians. I mowed his grass for the last couple of years. And so what is the big controversy? Why is it somebody's gotten their feathers ruffled over having another soccer team here? And I guess you're looking it up, but the CFC has done very, very well.
Well, they've been to the championship game, the finals 4 times.
So they've been to the championship. So they've taken kids and taking that team all the way to the big match. And I'm looking at it right here. It looks like they have been in no worse than third.
In 2009, they didn't qualify for the playoffs, finished third. In 2010, they finished first in
the Southeast
and made it to the finals. They did not qualify in 2011. They finished first in 2012, 13, 14, 15, and 16. They went to the national finals in 2012, 2014, and 2015. Made it to the South Regional Finals in 2013. And in 2016, they made it to the national semifinals. In 2017, they finished second in the Southeast West and made it to the Southeast quarterfinals. And just this past season in 2018, they finished first and made it to the Southeast finals.
So they have done very, very well.
Yes.
So if the Red Wolves end up doing very, very well, does that not count for having a lot of people come in for... Can you not share the wealth a little bit? I mean, really, tell me why this is such a big deal that you have 2 teams in Chattanooga.
Because
Chattanooga's
like the Red Wolves are going to mooch off the success of Chattanooga FC.
I think the Red Wolves will mooch off the success that it will have. I mean, the first year at the FC, they didn't do so well, but after that, they did really well. So, but this is a controversy, and we like to bring controversy up on the Sports Guys. January 15, 2019, it's on the Sports Guys radio show right now, giving the open forum for anybody with Chattanooga FC or the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Call me and tell me how this works, how this doesn't work, or why this is such a bad idea. 800-8949. Because I don't see why it would not be. I respectfully don't know much about either one of the teams, and that's my fault, and I should. But
I think another thing is too, if like you mentioned that the Red Wolves might be building their own stadium, what does that say about the Chattanooga FC, who's having to share a stadium with the Chattanooga Mocs? And then you also got to think about too, how do the Mocs feel about all this?
It really has nothing to do with the Mocs. It has to do with Finley Stadium, which is a whole different authority versus. I mean, they have to negotiate with the stadium authority. There's at a time where UTC was thinking about trying to maybe they should open up Chamberlain Field again, put it back on campus.
Well,
because they're having problems with students coming to the games.
Well, they're clearing off all that. Was it the Foundry down there off of Broad Street?
That's not, to me,
right there at the interstate. And
to me,
I've heard 2 different stories. I've heard that's where a new stadium for the Lookouts is going to go. And I've also heard that's where a new stadium for the Mocs are going to go. That way they don't have to share with a soccer team anymore. But that's big enough to put 2 stadiums. You can do both right there. Depending on how much they decide to clear out. But those are the 2 stories floating around about what's going on as far as stadiums go.
I'll be honest with you. I've been to some Mocs games, and they're kind of lacking on the student part of it. I think you'd have more students go to the games if you were back on campus.
I agree with that.
Where Chamberlain Field was, I bet the students came there. I mean, not every student has a car.
Yeah, but then again, you got to think how many college stadiums are not on campus. There's quite a few. Central Florida being one of them.
UT's on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think honestly, I think it's great. We have Finley Stadium. It's an amazing place. Just don't take this wrong. But I would much rather have my stadium on campus where it is accessible for the students and much easier.
Well, they built Finley Stadium because they were hosting the Division II championships.
Well, yeah.
Or the FC.
FCS.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that anymore because it's at somewhere else.
Texas State.
Yeah, and we were never going to get that back.
Well, I mean, never say never. I mean, they do a better job of doing out the biddings every so often than TSSAA does.
Exactly. That, you know, well, don't get me started on that.
I'm not going to get you started on that again, but what I'm saying is what if the Mocs do build a new stadium, be it on campus or off campus, and it's a little bigger and a little
nicer,
a little more football friendly than, because let's face it, I've been to Finley Stadium. You've been to Finley Stadium.
Oh yeah,
I've been
many
there for
times.
the championship games. It's not
I
really.
was there for the last national championship.
I went to 3 of them. I did a little bit of ushering for UTC basketball in the arena, and we got to go do the football games for 3 years.
Right,
which was brutally cold.
Oh yeah,
just throwing that out there.
But up there in the media room was okay.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. I was in there with the crazies, which was a lot of fun. But it's not really a football friendly stadium to me. I mean, it's
the hill is great.
The
for
hill's
kids.
great, but but they don't let the kids too often anymore on it.
They did before when I was there. They played all the time.
But I mean, it's just not a. Even the other side, it goes up under the road, and it's not a football friendly stadium to me.
I remember going to Chamberlain Field one time. I loved Chamberlain Field. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why they can't put it somewhere over there by the arena. Somewhere around there.
I feel like they need a bigger arena. Personally,
I mean, that's on the farther. That's right there. It's right there on the fringe of the area. But
they built so much up over there. Where are you going to put a new state football stadium on campus?
I don't know,
because you're not gonna be able to move them back into Chamberlain. You're gonna have to go bigger.
It's gone.
Yeah, you got to go bigger. There's no place on campus.
Right.
And then when you start spreading out, other than right there off of Broad Street,
Main Street.
We're out on Main Street.
Well, I mean, there's places you could do it on Main Street right there by campus. I'll show you.
You'll have to show me because I don't. In my head, I'm trying to picture the campus, and I mean, somewhere around, I just don't foresee anywhere that they could.
But you're right, though. I think they have built up any spot that could have been a spot for a new stadium.
They put apartments in.
The
apartments are going up everywhere.
Well, it's because all these kids are going to school there, which is good.
It's good, but which brings me to...
It just is not convenient for kids that don't have cars.
And it brings me to another point, too. You got all those kids coming, but you don't have a baseball program. And you got Ingle Stadium sitting there.
Oh, I knew it was coming that
Ingle
way.
Stadium. Why? You got so many college kids around here, or high school kids that play baseball. That
Chat State's got a good baseball team.
That
the other local schools
would love to go to UTC. You're sitting on a gold mine over there at historic Ingle Stadium. Fix it up, but bring a baseball team back. Chattanooga Mocs. I'll coach them.
Hey, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having the baseball team.
I mean, it would be great for Chattanooga.
I think you'd have a lot of support.
I mean, and baseball is done differently than football is, as far as it's not FCS and
it's on the fringe of the campus too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not. Oh, it's FCS is down here for football.
It's all
and
baseball.
Division I baseball is just like basketball. It's all mixed together. When you go to the tournament, you win the Southern Conference, you're in the regionals.
Exactly.
I mean, Davidson was in the regionals last season.
I really like to have baseball back.
I would love to have baseball back. And that's not me being biased because I'm a huge baseball fan in general.
Right.
But I'm thinking about high school kids. When I was recruited, I wasn't recruited. I would have loved to go into UTC. I went to Shorter College in Rome. I'd have loved to went to UTC, be close to everybody. I was an hour and a half away.
Right. Well, we finished a Tuesday. Tomorrow we're going to be at AJ Sports Bar and Grill from 6 to 9. Come join us. 6328 Bonnie Oak Drive. We'll be up at the station tomorrow. Do you want to be a part of the greatest sports show from 6 to 9, Monday through Friday? Big John Christopher, Josh Stone. Peace, good night. Good night, everybody. Be safe.
The station you hear everywhere.
Cougar Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A police chase in Collegedale is ended with 2 suspects in custody. Officials say the chase started when officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle in Collegedale. The chase continued on I-75 to the Highway 153 area. The suspect eventually crashed the vehicle on West Shepherd Road near the Coca-Cola Bottling Company and fled the scene. K-9 unit tracked the suspect in the woods where he was taken into custody. WRCB adds the suspect's names and charges have not yet been released. A December 17th death of a 9-month-old has been ruled a homicide. The police department's investigation, along with the Hamilton County Medical Examiner's report, according to the Chattanooga Police continue to investigate this homicide. And Tennessee counties packing the most heat. New data released by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security, Shelby County holds the lead with just over 68,000 carry permit holders. Hamilton County ranks 4th in the state. Val St. John for Nougat Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News now.
Nougat Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Clear skies will continue through your nighttime. Cold overnight. Frosty by morning, lows upper 20s to near 30. Now for your Wednesday, a nice day with some sunshine. Highs a little milder later on, 50 to 53, with more clouds and showers moving in from the west on Thursday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's. Home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special